Area football. Now, this is the Area Online and Playback High School Football Game of the Week on Eastern Iowa's high school sports play-by-play leader. Area football from KMCH Sports is brought to you by the KMCH Sports Boosters and by this week's game sponsors. Now, with all the action, here's KMCH Sports Director John Swisher and company.
Everybody, welcome to Edgewood-Colesburg High School. This is Kevin Schuppen along with Dan McLean. We've got the East Buchanan Buccaneers here taking on the Edco Vikings in a Class A District 4 contest. The Buccaneers looking to advance to the playoffs if they can just win the table out here. And with the ball, they start at the 25-yard line after a short kick. Hand off inside off left tackle, pick up at 1 on the play. So it brings up second down. Quarterback for East Buchanan is Spencer Cook. At wide receiver, Jake Ohl. At tight end, Nathan Schmidt. At running back, Max McGraw. At fullback, Brock Neighbor. At running back, Braden Neumeier. And so we'll get back to the line here, that awesome offensive line that the Bucs have here just as soon as we run this play. Wishbone slant pass across the middle. Going to be caught good for a first down out to about the 45-yard line. Nice quick slant pass, got behind the linebackers and in front of the corners. That reception by Nathan Schmidt. So the line for East Buchanan at tackle, Heath Weber. At center, Luke Raker. At guard, Riley Reck. At tackle, Alex Gensen. At guard, Taylor Fox. So 1st and 10 for the Buccaneers. Edco has had a frustrating year. They've lost 3 ball games by 1 play each. So they could easily be sitting at 6-1. Well, they're on the play, and it's still squirting out there, and it looks like Edco might have recovered. Well, it has been wet out there. They've flipped around. This field has had torrential rains all day long. It's just let up now, but it's been slippery. Off the kickoff, we had a slippage. We had slippage there, and as he slipped, he let go of the ball, so it'll be 1st and 10, Edgewood-Colesburg at the 45-yard line.
And that was after a good run. He would have picked up a first down, but coughed the ball up. The ball squirted around, and now Edco gets their first chance.
Quarterback Ethan Stryker for Edco tosses back to the tailback on the left side, and he goes down just behind the line of scrimmage. That run by Preston Rochford, 1,175-pound junior.
And Caden Breckmeyer in on the tackle. For the Edco runner for a loss.
Edco in their home blacks with the golden numbers and the black helmets. East Buchanan with their white tops, a crimson red pants and the white helmets with the blue and red stripes down the middle. Right out to the far side of the field. Power eye off the left side of the hash mark here. Striker under center. Motion. Now we've got slot on the right side. Pass to the right side. And that goes for a good gain of about 7, close to 8. Pass out there to Spencer Steiner.
And a nice swing pass, nice catch by the receiver, and it'll bring up a 3rd and short. Steiner 9 catches on the year for 183 yards.
3rd down and 3 with 10 minutes to go in our first quarter. Just underway. The Vikings going from our right to our left. Wide out to the far side of the field. Ball on the far hash mark. Defensively, the Buccaneers have a 5-man front. Motion once again. They've got a slot on the right side. Dropping back is Stryker. Under pressure, rolls to the left now. Steps up, throws one across the left side over the outreached hands of their intended receiver once again. He's looking for Spencer Steiner, who floated across with him. We've got a flag thrown in the backfield, however.
You know, it was a wide open receiver, but Stryker rolling against his throwing arm overthrew his receiver.
Stryker, quite a versatile athlete. I believe he's gone to state in baseball and golf. So,
an holding penalty, first penalty of the game, will mark 10 yards back to the 34-yard line.
So it's 3rd down and 21 from the 34 with 9:39 to go in our first quarter. We've got no rain here. We've got a little bit of a haze out there. The field is, you can tell, it is going to be a muddy thing by the time this is over with. I can see some moisture already seeping through. That's at the crown, not just along the edges. Wide out the left side again, ball between the hash marks out of the power eye. Dropping back, rolling to the left is Stryker. Looks like they have a screen pass. Going to be caught, but dropped for a loss. It's incomplete. Good thing he lost it. Good thing he dropped that ball. Then a loss of about 8 on the play. East Buchanan had nothing to do with them making that completion.
So Edco can't turn the turnover into any yardage. In fact, they lost 10 yards because of the penalty. They don't have to punt.
Good thing where they're at right now is the grass is firm for the punter. If you're punting in that mud, you plant that foot, sometimes it slips away. So
the kicker
should get a decent punt off here. Nice high spiraling kick. It's going to bang at the 40 and down to the 35-yard line. So real decent punt here tonight.
31-yard punt, no return. So second possession coming up for the 6-1 East Buchanan team.
East Buchanan's only loss was to Wapsie Valley. They won a thriller last week after to Alburnett won a thriller, and the Bucks are looking to finish in second, and with a little help. I guess, they win tonight, they have to win out, but it would take 2 losses probably for Wapsie to really get the conference championship. But he's taking 2. He's also taking a large team. Blitzing linebacker, looks like they're going to come. Edco might send a long count. Hand off to the fullback around the right side. Oh, and a splash. There's a mud hole out there. Mud hole sitting out there about the 30 to 35-yard line. It's about 10 yards wide, and it's just a splash of mud.
And we think that was Newmeyer, although now the uniform's covered with mud. That was certainly a surf and turf play. He hit the turf and went surfing, and it looks like another penalty, face mask on Edco, so it'll move the ball up to the 39-yard line, bring up second down, and
it'd be first and 6. Yeah, first and 6 of the 34, 39, that is. Wide up far side of the field. The Vikings defense up front. We've got 6. We'll go over their starting defense here in just a second. Toss to the left side, and maybe a gain of 1 on the play. So Edco's defense. Preston Rochford's the linebacker. Ben Ernst is the corner. Cal Hager's an end. Killian Welsh, linebacker. Peyton Rochford, a linebacker. Spencer Steiner, a corner. Logan Himes, linebacker. At defensive line, Tanner Paul and Max Balls, Calvin Himes. And then at the other defensive end, Corey Closer.
So 2nd and 5 after the 1-yard run. Penalty and at 1st and 6.
8:28 to go in our first quarter. We've got no score here from Edgewood Colesburg, the Field of Dreams. And drops it, stops at the play, drops a 1 on the play. Great penetration there, nowhere to go.
Preston Rockford with the initial penetration, grabbed the ankles and didn't let go.
Max McGraw, 5'7", 145-pound senior, carried the ball, just had nowhere to go with it.
So a loss of, we're saying no loss, so to bring up 3rd down and 5, but nice play that time defensively by Rockford to stop anything from going. And so 3rd and 5 now.
And off left guard tackle gap, picks up a 1st down, still fighting his way across the 50 inside in Edco territory.
On an 11-yard gain.
Bucks, they use 3 strong running backs. They've used Brandon Newmeyer, Brock Nader, and Nolan Meyer with some runs. So they're multi-pointed as far as their attack goes. You can't just key on one guy. Out of the wishbone once again. Good quarterback, Spencer Cook with the count. Hands off the right tailback, goes off left guard. Another fumble on the play. And it looks like Edco's going to fall on it once again. It is a muddy mess out there. It is. You can see a black circle anywhere from about the 40 to the 40. And then you've got that pool back further to the west. And right in the middle of the play there. It's almost you'd rather prefer have it running that ball at a hash mark instead of down the middle.
And it was a fumble at the same place, 45-yard line of Edco's, and Edco will take over with 7:21 to go.
Turnovers are the big neutralizer here. That's a big play. Again,
and you remember our game up at North Fayette where Cascade fumbled 2 interceptions twice early. North Fayette wasn't able to capitalize.
Right.
And Cascade walked away with a 13-7 win.
Motion again by the halfback. It passed the far side of the field, far side of the field in front of the East Buchanan bench, and he runs into the crowd of East Buchanan Buccaneers.
And it looks like Killian Welsh, I think, that time on a nice little dipsy-do as they take to the long side of the field, ran on the short side on the pitch. It'll bring up 2nd and 6.
Picked up 4, so 2nd and 6 at the 48 with 7:17 to go in our first quarter. Edco going to the west end zone, wide out to the left side. And inside on the right, down to the power I. Power back standing way back about 8 yards. And here we go. Hand off to the fullback. Squirts through there. A little bit of a trap. He's got a first down. Coming to the sideline in front of us here. Down to the 38-yard line. A strong run there by Killian Welsh.
Jason Smith on the tackle.
5'7", 170-pound senior with the first down. So 1st and 10 now for the Vikings. Are we smelling an upset here early on?
Well, certainly turnovers have made a difference so far.
Ball in the near side of the field. Wide out to the left side. That's the short side. Power I once again. Striker under center. And we've got a flag. They must have lined up a little bit incorrectly. Got a lot of nice area sponsors for tonight's broadcast. We got a few Edco and a few East Buchanan sponsors. First off, visiting East Buchanan sponsors, Crop Production Services and Winthrop Locker. And the Edco sponsors, Bi-County Disposal, Blues, Flowers, Gifts, and more. Clayton Drug, Community Insurance, Edgewood Auto and Tire, Edgewood Feed Mill, Leonard Mueller Funeral Home, Miss Mare's Vintage Decor, Prestige Day Spa, and Silver Edge Co-op.
And, of course, Starmont forfeited Edco, so really a third win for Edco. They're
yes.
3 and 4. Penalties the first down, third penalty of the first quarter.
A little bit of a counterplay once again, 1st and 15 at the 43. No gain on the play, brings up 3rd down. Nice warm night here at in Edgewood.
And it's good for them because it's pretty wet.
Yeah, it is. But although, you know, the warmth on that ball, I'm just thinking that sometimes the warmth of that warmth tends to make that ball really slimy. You know, it is leather after all. You get a little mud in that grit in that pores of that leather, and it turns in real slippery. Wide up the far side of the field, ball in the near hash mark.
2nd and 15.
2nd and 15 at the 44. Motion once again by the halfback, dropping back to pass. Going for it off far sideline, ball up, single coverage, knocked away. Great defense on the far sideline. Super job by the corner over there. Looks like pass to Stainer, I believe, and the Buccaneer there, Max McGraw. McGraw did a real nice job of making that coverage.
And early, both teams willing to throw the ball despite the conditions.
Towards the right side, twins to the left now. 3rd and 16 at the 45. Single back in the backfield, standing out of the shotgun striker to his left. 4-man rush, and they're going to run. The striker's going to run that lead block of that fullback, and he doesn't get back to the line of scrimmage. So that was an intended running play. Didn't go anywhere with it, so brings up 4th down.
They're giving him 3 yards as he fell forward. And it'll bring up 4th down.
So 4th down for the Vikings. Now 2 turnovers already for East Buchanan, so Edco has been able to maintain field position here. The 2 backs now, the 2 returnmen standing inside the 10-yard line. So another nice kick. This one is going toward the far sideline, going to be caught at the 10 and tackled immediately. No gain on the play.
And another nice punt. That one will go for about 32 yards with no return.
So East Buchanan pinned in their own territory, partially due to their both two turnovers.
And they'll start on their own 12 with 5:09 to go, and they'll score a 3rd possession. First 2, they had some offense, but both stopped on fumbles.
So on the far sideline, here we go. 5:09 to go in our first quarter. The Bucks just have not had any luck. Handoff inside, and no gain on the play, brings up 2nd down. Quick handoff.
And so far, the Edco defensive line has done a nice job of plugging the holes, as East Buchanan's been content to try to run it off guard, off tackle.
So 2nd and 8 here with 4:45 to go. A quick ball game so far in this first quarter. Wide out to the right side.
Not a lot of TV timeouts yet.
No, not yet. Nor injury, nor cramps, nor anything else. Oh, this could go all the way, though. Slip through the middle here. Now, Edco's got some track runners going to run down that van, it looks like, down to the 30, the 25, and at the 20. And Edco showed some speed there, but not before East Buchanan took off. A quick hitter off the inside, and I believe that was Bladen Nunmeyer that just got out, and Edco's linebackers were all crushed up there, got into the secondary, and he was off to the races.
Well, he might be wearing a different jersey. It looks like it's a 22 number. There's no 22 on the...
Right. Yeah, you're right.
On the East Buchanan team.
One up on the left side. Up the power handoff inside. Inside the 20.
So the first big play of the game offensively.
So all of that field position has changed drastically on that one run. And he just got through there, just exploded through there, that line. That's what happens when you're trying to stop the run. Everybody's at the line, everybody's got a gap, but boy, if somebody messes up, you got nobody there in the secondary except for those cornerbacks.
63-yard run.
Hand off to the fullback inside. Inside down to about 15. Second down, it could be close to a first down. I'm going to say short by about 1.5 yards. So it's third down and about 2. Rochford with the tackle for the Vikings.
And it'll be harder and harder to say who's running the ball. All the jerseys are beginning to look brown, including the East Buchanan jerseys, which started as white.
Well, it's 56 degrees out. It's nice, but it's a little foggy, but the precipitation is all fallen all day long. Handoff, second man through the right guard tackle gap. Got the first down to close to the 10.
About a 5-yard run on 3rd and 2. So it'll set up a 1st and 10. The ball's just outside the 10. So East Buchanan can still get a first down on the 1. With 3:04 to go here in the opening quarter. No score yet. East Buchanan started on their own 12. Now down to the Edco 11.
Hand off, second man through, and I know where to go with it there that time for East Buchanan.
4 tacklers in for Edco, led by Spencer Hamlin. Hamlin, the 5'11" junior on the defensive line. A 1-yard gain.
So it's 2nd and 9 at the 10 with 2:31 to go in our first quarter. No score on the board yet. This is as close as East Buchanan has gotten. They've fumbled twice. Now they're out of that mushy, wet area, so it's a good running here now. Now you're back to nice, dry conditions on the field, that is.
Hard running that time down to the 5 on the second down play.
So 3rd and 3 at the 4 with 2:06 to go. And East Buchanan content to keep it on the ground here.
And run some clocks. They've had the ball almost 3 minutes now on this drive.
What up the far side of the field, quarterback under center, the Spencer Cook. Have a second man through, trying to slice his way through to actually turn sideways and sidestep the tackler.
And that's Newmaker
for the touchdown. 1:47 to go in our first quarter. Our first score of the night, 6-0, East Buchanan. And that one set up deep. They started at about the 10. That was an
88-yard drive.
Yeah, long drive there. Everything on the ground, too.
8-play drive. 63-yard run helped on that.
Real nice sustained drive for the Buccaneers. But point after attempts, not so sure here, as the holder is going to be standing right where it's right where the edge of the mud hole. So again, there could be some slippage there. You got to get that cleat down. Otherwise, you might see it go short. A bad snap. Going to roll off to the right. Going to be a fake into the end zone. It is no good. Knocked away. Now, I believe that was probably a called fake conversion. I don't believe that was. I believe they ran that automatically, but it looked like they were going to set up for the point after attempt. And man floated off the right end, floated into the end zone. And the quarterback, of course, was a holder, rolled out to the right, and it fell incomplete. So our score with 1:47 to go in the first quarter is East Buchanan 6, Edco 0. We'll take a break and come right back. You're listening to Mix 94.7 FM, KMCH.
Blooms Flowers Gifts and More offers a variety of beautiful fresh flowers and many gift lines. Call, email, or stop in for all of life's celebrations. See Blooms Flowers Gifts and More in Edgewood. Go Vikings!
Contact me, Chad Frazier, at BC Land Services in Earlville for all your maintenance projects such as tree removal and trimming, small dirt work projects, lawn seeding, and more. BC Land Services is fully insured and licensed. Contact me at 563-590-8074 or on Facebook. And best of luck to all area athletes and coaches.
Edgewood Auto and Tire has a mobile tire truck available 24 hours a day for all of your ag, auto, OTR, and semi-tires. Edgewood Auto and Tire. Good luck to the Edco team, coaching staff, and fans. Go Vikings!
Hello, everybody. This is Gary Dolphin, voice of the Iowa Hawkeyes. You're listening to the High School Area Game of the Week on Mix 94.7 KMCH.
East Buchanan kicking off from our left to our right here after that score and the missed two-point conversion. Ball kicked a short one at the 35. Fell through the receiver's hands and return man, and then he picked it up and picked up another 5.
And the kicker fell that time when he approached the ball. It was Brock Neighbor.
Return man there for Edco was Tanner Paul, up man. So it's 1st and 10 at the 40, and Edco now has to muck into that soupy midfield there where it's just a dark mass of black and brown and water. Wide up the left side out of the power I. Parmack goes in motion, a hand off to the fullback. Runs around the left side in front of us, across the 50, down to the 45. Good for a first down. That's 40, about the 49, they're going to say. So a nice run there by Edward Walsh. Julian Walsh, a 5'7", 170-pound senior. Of course, this is seniors night. One more week of the regular season. So this is Edco's last home game, and it was seniors night. Trying to see a nice set of seniors out there with their parents. One, of course, Coach Rochford's sons. So he was standing out there as well. So 1st and 10 at the 49 with 1:24 to go in our first quarter, going from our right to our left in their black uniforms. The gold trim, striker under center, hands off to the second man through off the right guard tackle gap, and pick up there Killian Walsh once again. Maybe picked up about 5 on the play. 2nd down, I think it's 4, 2nd and 6.
And a good hold that time by the offensive line, opening up a run that gives Edco a second, 6 or 7.
Under minutes play now. No one really concerned about the clock as it is only the first quarter. Echo just to the right of that muck at the near hash mark is in the grass. And on the far side of the field, out of the power high, motion man goes in motion once again. Toss to the short side of the field, out of the grass, and stiff arm, but goes down. Nice open field tackle there.
Rob Welch dropped that time for about a 4-yard loss.
I believe it was Nidmeyer again. Mossman with the so it brings up 3rd and 10.
So Edco ball midfield. Another 3rd down situation as the clock continues to wind here. We're at 17 seconds to go in the first quarter.
Right up the far side with 11 and counting down here. Fumble on the snap and fall right on top of there for Edco. Was Ben Ernst. It's going to be a loss of 4, but they could have lost possession on the play.
And that'll end the quarter.
And with that, we'll take a break. Our score is 6-0, East Buchanan over Edco. You're listening to Mix 94.7 FM, KMCH.
Since 1995, Edgewood Feed Mill Construction has provided customers with a quality, pre-engineered building package for their swine facility needs. Edgewood Feed Mill Construction is a general contractor and will assist you with the construction of your livestock facility, start to finish. For more information on Edgewood Feed Mill Construction, contact Steve Harris at 563-920-7835.
Community Insurance is proud to support the Edco Vikings coaching staff and fans. For your auto, farm, business, and home insurance, Community Insurance in Edgewood. Go Vikings!
This is Fred Smock from Dunlap Motors in Independence with Chevy, Buick, and certified pre-owned Chevy, Buick, and GMC, and nearly 300 new and used cars and trucks in stock. We have big town inventory with small town service. Go to DunlapMotorsIndy.com.
Call Larry and the guys at Crop Production Services in Winthrop for your chemical, seed, fertilizer, agronomy, soil sampling, and custom applications. Crop Production Services in Winthrop.
At Precision Collision, we are committed to providing you with high-quality auto body repair and paint refinishing. Our expertly trained technicians can repair all accidental damage and get you back on the road in no time. Come visit me, Jeff, for a free estimate. We are located along Highway 20 at the Delaware Turnoff. Precision Collision, one call does it all, quality guaranteed.
Your home for the best high school sports coverage in Eastern Iowa. Mix 94.7 KMCH.
Nice punt there for Edco. East Buchanan will take over at the 24-yard line. Found out who that mystery guy, 32, is Mossman for East Buchanan.
Always good to know.
Yeah, I went over and quickly talked to the coaches that are up in the press box. Get it right from the horse's mouth. I don't want to have any second man tell me a different story.
There we go. In the first quarter, East Buchanan had the ball 8 minutes and 34 seconds to Edco's 6:26. The yardage was staggering, though, 134 for East Buchanan, 7 for Edco.
So Mossman with the man with the big run there in that first quarter. Not an inmaker. It was Ron Mossman with that big run. So toss out. They had lost of one on the play. Edco with good pursuit. So it's second down and 11 for East Buchanan with 11:34 to go in our first half.
And like Kevin said earlier, it's a quick game. Everybody running and not much stoppage. Even they're not getting to the sidelines. Everything's pretty much in the middle of the field.
That's right. Absolutely.
It appears that East Buchanan has said we're just going to run the ball up the middle and see how it works. Worked the last drive on an 88-yard drive.
And up inside, out across the 30-yard line, out to about the 31. So another hard run there. And the numbers are getting darker and darker all the time.
That was the mud number, which
was the run that time. So
that was a 33, 8-yard gain from Austin.
So 3rd and 3 at the 30 with 10:42 to go in our first half. East Buchanan up to 6-0 here in Class A District 4 football.
It looks like Edco stopped them, although the push forward will get them within like 4th and 1.
A short foot, probably. And right in the middle of that muddy area, there's not a whole lot of traction. You know, you could slip and fall and make things real difficult. So there will be a timeout for the measurement there on this play. And I'd like to
even be close.
I'd like to once again thank the two area sponsors for East Buchanan tonight, making it possible: Crop Production Services and Winthrop Locker. And then for the Edco Vikings, we've got Bi-County Disposal, Bloom's Flower Gifts and more, Clayton Drug Community Insurance, Edgewood Auto and Tire, Edgewood Feed Mill, Leonard Mueller Funeral Home, Miss Mears Vintage Decor, Prestige Day Spa, and Silver Edge Co-op.
And just like I thought, it's 6 or 7 inches short.
Yeah, isn't that something?
So I don't think that you're going to see East Buchanan punt here. I think it's 4th and under yard. They're ready to attempt a mistake. They're ahead by 6.
Gonna go for it. Here we go, 4th and 1, and up inside. And the only question would be pick it up by probably a yard.
And at your own 32-yard line in the second quarter, only ahead by 6. Pretty good call there to get the first down. 5th first down for East Buchanan.
On the 35-yard line for get to the box.
East Buchanan certainly taking their time here between plays.
Coming back to pass him. He's got a man deep there, slipping around. And they're both slipping and sliding there. The defensive back for Edco really didn't know what the play was, got his hands up. Spencer Sand just did a nice job of watching where the wide receiver was going. Boy, that wide receiver had him. And so it brings up now 2nd down and 10.
Ball was a little underthrown, and like you say, they got in the quagmire, and nobody could move too quick one way or the other. Stainer did a nice job of turning at the last minute, so he wasn't face guarding the receiver, could see the ball and knocked it away. Here now, here's a run to the right side. A couple tackles broken out to the 40-yard line. Will bring up 3rd down and 5.
9:25 to go in our first half. So the Bucs finding it hard going here. They did get that one big run by Mossman. And other than that, it's been tough going in there, right in that slough. It's a Muskrat could probably find a good life in there. 3rd and 5 at the 40, at the crown of the field, going from our right to our left. 9:06 to go, wide out on the left side, end in tight on the right. 2 backs in the backfield. In motion now, by the spot goes from right to left, and he sits up in the left slot. And up right guard tackle gap picks up 2 on the play, and it's now 4th down. Another decision to be made by the Buccaneers. It's 4th down and 3. So interesting once again here, because if you try to punt it, that punter's footage is going to be right in. You can see the water seeping there at the middle, at the crown of the field.
This is about where Edco punted in the first quarter a couple times, in East Buchanan back, but no punt in East Buchanan here, as it looks like. No, they are sending the punter back now.
Punter is standing back at the 30. He went back extra step. He's about 10 yards back. He's trying to find a dry spot. The punt snap skips to him, and he's going to kick a deep one. Going to bounce. Oh, it's going to take an East Buchanan bounce, Buccaneer. But is it going to stay in the? Oh, it goes out of the end zone. Wow, he was standing at the 30. That thing rolled 70 yards into the end zone.
It was a 58-yard punt. The return will be out to the 20 on the touchback, but a nice catch by the punter that time for East Buchanan as he had to go down and scoop it up. That's Taylor Fox. And then he boomed the kick over the return head. Of course, I think in the minds of the Edco fans, they're worried about a fake punt. That hurt them in the game against Alburnett.
Yes.
4th and 15 play.
Yes, that was the play. That was the one play. I was talking to athletic director Roger Wright, and he said that the Vikings had lost 3 games by one big play, and that was the one against Alburnett. Pass to the right side. Flash going to be intercepted and going into the end zone. It's going to be a quick touchdown. Boom. He was in across the pylon. Just like that. Boom. Spencer Cook steps up. The ball kind of floated out there. He picked off the play. Ran in untouched. So a touchdown return back of about 15 yards. So boom. And just like that. It's 12-0.
It's 12-0. I will say if East Buchanan goes for 2.
Passing when you get your back to the wall here, what are you going to do here? And they had, it was a pass kind of floated up there. He picked that one off and went right to the end zone. Nobody in front of him raced into that, hit that pylon on the near hash mark on the left, or the near sideline. So 8 minutes to go in our first half, 12-0 to score. The Buccaneers on top now. The Bucks gave the ball up twice in the first half, first quarter with fumbles, but now picked up a touchdown off of an interception. Trips to the right side, hand out to fullback inside, and he is going to be short. So our score stands at 12-0. East Buchanan over Edco now in our first quarter, our first half, that is. We'll take a break and come right back here to Mix 94.7 FM, KMCH.
Miss Mare's Vintage Decor would like to wish the Edgewood Vikings football team and coaches the best. Miss Mare's Vintage Decor, rustic, farmhouse, seasonal, and home decor in Edgewood. Go Vikings! Bob Stephen Motors in Manchester proudly supports all area athletes. Bob Stephen Motors is your locally owned and operated GM dealer in Manchester. Visit them on the web at bobstephenmotors.com.
When it comes to financial planning, most financial companies focus on your income. At Northwestern Mutual, we focus on your outcome. It takes the right financial partner who cares as much about your future as you do, building a financial plan to meet your life's priorities and helping you achieve the financial security you're after. Focus on your financial outcome with Northwestern Mutual. Contact me, Mitch Payton, or Matt Schulte today. You and Northwestern Mutual, stronger together.
Eastern Iowa's variety station, Mix 94.7 KMCH.
Welcome back to Edgewood Colesburg High School's Field of Dreams here, the community field here in Edgewood. The Buccaneers touchdown off the interception, Spencer Cook, and it's now 14-0. It's 14-0. They corrected. They said he got in there for the score. So a little bit of a chip shot, and caught at the 20, out to the 25, the 30, and stacked up and dropped at about the 36-yard line.
So Edco gets the ball with 8 minutes and 10 seconds to go after withstanding a 7-minute drive by East Buchanan, and they throw an interception for a touchdown. 10 seconds later, they have the ball back, now down 12-0.
Rochford with that return. So now, Edco's got to find a way to move the ball. They have not found a way to move the ball very well yet. Watt out on the right side. Off power I, quarterback under center. That's Ethan Stryker, the 5'7", 150-pound junior. Power back goes in motion. Hand off to the power back that is, dragging the guy by an ankle. Walshag with the carry picked up 3 on the play, and it's now make it 4. They can keep marking out further and further, so it's now pick up a 5, second down and 5 after 37 with 7:39 to go in our first half.
And Luke Ricker in on the tackle. One of those dirty jersey guys already. Been in on a lot of plays, both offensively and defensively.
Sure has. Watt out on the right side of the field here now for the Vikings. Ball on the near hash mark, and they're just off to the right of that mud hole. Motion by the power back. Now they go run into the run hole, and he gets slips and slides and falls down. Now Dan, I would think I'd try to steer clear of that slimy area if I could.
Too close for a face mask there, but they'll call it a loss. bring up 3rd and 7.
3rd and 7 with 6:58 to go in our first half at the 40-yard line.
Corey Closer that time with a nice block, but there was no move on the backfield, and you can't hold the block forever or they can hold him.
Right. Wide off on the left side, off power I, and then tight on the right side. Motion again by the power back, goes from right to left, turns into a slot. Striker's going to pass. Oh, he's slapping this in the mud. And we're going to push off there. Interception once again here. This time, the interception by East Buchanan's Jake Oil. I think I saw a push off there, Dan. What do you think?
You called it before the official. We'll see if they.
Yeah, I'm thinking it was a little bit of contact there.
Well, at the 40-yard line of Edco, we'll see how they mark him.
But I'm thinking it would be offensive face mask against the Vikings. Ooh, they kind of got tangled up there.
So the interception counts. The penalty gets tacked on. So add insult to injury, 4th penalty for Edco for 45 yards now, and East Buchanan will have the ball on their own 49.
But that was a minor infraction. It was only up 5, so it's 1st and 10 at the 48 with 6:32 to go in our first half. Ball in the far hash mark, wide on the right, Twins on the right side now out of the eye. Under center, Spencer Cook. Motion by the spot on the right side, goes from right to left. The hand off to tailback, goes right guard tackle gap. Crosses 50 down to the 45, down to the 42-yard line, close to the first down. That's
a nice run up the middle.
Good run there, so it's now 2nd down in the short yard.
Good field position to start, so no indication that East Buchanan won't do anything but just run it right up the middle.
So here we go. The Buccaneers up by 2 scores, up 14-0, and the clock's under 6 minutes to go in the first half. Hand off to the wing back on the wing back on the right side. I see the halfback. That is the right halfback. He's the lead blocker of the left halfback and the fullback. And so a good run there by Nolan Meyer, a 5'11", 183-pound junior, picks up the first down. Ball inside the 35, down about the 33-yard line, and the water is standing in a pool.
And now we have 9 and 11-yard runs by East Buchanan, so their offensive line continually open holes.
I'm curious, Dan, how much water we got today, how much precipitation. Seems like it trained here in this area, northeast Iowa. Came down all day long. Slot on the left side goes in motion from left to right. Quarterback pass across the middle. It's going to be wide open and dropped. Slant pass, wide open. Boy, they had him beat once again. And receiver hit himself in the head with a hand. He had a touchdown. No question. A great call. Great call as it was single coverage and simply busted out of the line. I believe that was 14. And Nathan Schmidt, I can barely read your number now. They should show those numbers off at halftime for us. 2nd down.
Maybe use the reverse uniforms. Have Edco go to their away jersey.
Yeah. I always liked LED.
And to the home jersey.
I always liked LED idea.
And there you go.
Hand off to the fullback inside. No gain on the play. Nathan Schmidt. 3rd down and 8. Although it is still warm. It's a nice conditions out here. Pleasant night compared to where it could have been. 56 degrees right now, so it's decent. Decent weather for playing football.
3rd down and 8.
This is the second to last game of the regular season. So, I can't think you can complain about 56 degrees at this time. I believe other years we've had snow on this weekend.
Or wind.
Or wind, yeah. Quarter fumble on the snap and going down. It's still loose. I don't know who's got it. That thing square, and Edco's got it. That ball, the quarterback was under center. Cook was under center, and he never got the ball from the center. It must have slipped as the center was pushing it back. And it was right there.
Another drive stifled by a turnover. 3rd one for East Buchanan, all by fumble.
But their score came off of interception. So, defense scored for them, gave them that margin where they could probably feel a little bit more comfortable than what they would be if they're just up by 1 score here.
4:43 to go in the opening half.
Wide on the right side out of the power I, the quarterback under center, Houston Striker, and that ball batted away. Now it's going to be a fast ball. Batted up and down, and it's going to be an interception for the Buccaneers. And I'm trying to get the number off that dirty jersey, and I believe it is number 14 again, Nathan Schmidt. I just think, yeah. Oh, there's another one. The uniform. Look at the other uniform out there. He's even worse than his is. Yeah, I believe that's 65, 55. Yeah, Luke Raker. Your mom's going to love you if you have to wash your uniform tonight. That thing is a mess. And it's only the first half. 4:39 to go in our first half, 14-0. First and 10 at the 29 for East Buchanan. Trying to run outside and tackle for a loss.
And he's only a freshman, so I'm not thinking they can just throw the jersey away.
No. A loss of 1, so it's second down and 11. 4:24 to go in our first half.
Ball at the 30-yard line, so still good field position for
most of the first half. Edco had field position up until that big run by Mossman, and then it's been now all East Buchanan field position as Edco hasn't been able to move the ball. Hand off the back man through off that power eye, and the blasting forward. Now it's third down and about 7.
And good initial push that time by East Buchanan.
I don't think you can dive in the slip and slide right now, Dan. That thing is just, the water is just seeping up. And the more they cut up that grass, the worse the water's getting. You know, and this is their last home night for the Vikings. So the field's going to have a whole year to heal. Right up to the far side of the field, out of the eye. Wing inside on the right side. Now the motion goes from slot right to left. He's a wing on the left now. Hand off to the halfback, who runs on the left side. And inside the 20, got a first down on a late flag call. Ball tackled at about the 11. Didn't make it with the run there for the East Buchanan. Holding will go against the Buccaneers, though.
And that'll bring the ball back. East Buchanan got away with jumping early. Half their offensive line was off a little early. It'll bring up a 3rd and 8 now as the penalty comes back.
3rd and 8 at the 27. Buccaneers again with 2 fumbles and a few penalties here. But defense did create a score. And then they did have one big run there by Noonmaker. Or Mossman, that is. And they punched it in. So one sustained drive and then interception is the difference between the score being 0-0 right now. Wide out on the right side, out of the eye. The quarterback under center. Spencer Cook, a motion by the wing on the right side. And I'm thinking that would have been a pass play. A guy jumping like that, trying to get a jump on that cornerback again. I believe that that's an indication they were probably going to try to isolate him off the far side of the field. It's like when it's not your play, you're not going to jump off sides. But when you're thinking I got to meet this guy off the line, I'm thinking that might have been the indication.
Well, he certainly got a good job. Right before the rest of the team was ready to go. Yeah. That didn't work out all the best for.
Yeah, nobody would have seen
Buchanan there.
3rd and 13. 3 is on the board. 3rd and 13 at the 33. Here it is, the same play, going for it. Knocked away. Up, intercepted now. Tipped up and batted up and down. So they did come back to that same play. So
I guess the penalty wasn't all that bad if you compare it to the interception. So 6 turnover, 4 on East Buchanan, 3 by fumble, 1 now interception, 2 interceptions for Edco. They get the ball on their own 5.
Stainer with the interception. He had good field position, batted it up, and then came down with it himself. So 1st and 10 at the 5 with 2:30. Now Edco has had a hard time doing anything on the ground. And so they've got to try to get something going here, but no gain on the play. 2nd down now and 10 with 2:24 and counting. Clock winding down.
And you think East Buchanan may take some time out here to see if they can get the ball back in reasonably good field position.
Bucks with 3 timeouts left with 2:12 to go. Not a bad idea. Why don't you use them now? Dan. I mean, 30 minutes. The seconds. But the seconds doesn't matter when you use them.
No, you can't trade them in for coupons at the end of the year.
Wide up left side of the field. I think somebody's tried that. Probably. Ball hand out the far side of the field. Who'd you trade them into?
I don't know. Some pizza place could offer some program.
Yeah.
Call timeouts. We'll give you a pizza. That way the game's over earlier and you can get to the pizza spots on Friday night.
Yeah, they got some good pizza uptown. 2nd and 9 at the 6. 1:36 and counting here. And it's now 2nd down and 8.
And no timeouts apparently for East Buchanan to be used here at the end of the half.
Well, third down and 8, though. Maybe they will, though. Third down and 8. Maybe they want to save it. They, force them to punt and then do it. So I'm kind of playing it conservative here.
Save it for the offense?
Yeah. Pass down the left sideline. Single coverage going to be up. It's going to be picked off. So we will see here now. Yes.
Third interception.
That interception by Jake Hall, a 6', 393-pound wide receiver, also probably a quarter there. So now, yes, East Buchanan has 3 timeouts left. So that played out well for him with 1:09 to go at the 30.
They got a little greedy there, tried to hit the long shot. Only one of the 3 good things that happen. If you catch it, it's a good play. If you drop it, the clock's dropped, or you can turn it over like they did. So
first and 10 at the 30. They're 14-0 the score here in our second half here in Edgewood. East Buchanan on top, currently in second place. And the
shoot that time by that goal is 4 or 5 guys, limited the gain to 1.
And so second down and 8, and there's the first of the timeouts for East Buchanan. We'll take 1-2. You're listening to Mix 94.7 FM KMCH.
Clayton Drug is your full-service retail pharmacy with free delivery to Strawberry Point and the Edgewood areas. They take pride in providing you with the best service possible. Stop by Clayton Drug, located at 104 Mission Street in Strawberry Point, and be sure to like them on Facebook.
American Trust and Savings Bank wishes all area athletes and coaching staff continued success. American Trust and Savings Bank with locations in Dyersville, Farley, Dubuque, and Des Moines. Simply better banking. Check them out at americantrust.com. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Prestige Day Spa understands all the hard work and dedication put forth by all area athletes on the field and in the classroom. Prestige Day Spa, where beauty and relaxation meet. Go Vikings!
Eastern Iowa Sports Station, Mix 94.7 KMCH.
Second and 8 at the 28 with 1:04 to go. Buccaneers the ball in the far hash mark just out of the mucky area. And they pick up a few yards. So it brings up now third down and short yardage with 56 seconds to go. 2 timeouts left. Clock winding down here, 3rd and 3 with 50 to go.
5-yard gain there.
Didn't make it with the carry out of the power eye and the snap and a fumble. And the officials are going to say they blew it dead. Offside, East Buchanan. Buccaneers are trying to get in a hurry. Got a little bit too much of a hurry. So it's 44 seconds to go back it up 5. 3rd down now and 8 at the 28.
How's the offense offside? They must have lined up offside.
Had to have. So
that's been an illegal formation.
Yeah.
You don't see offsides against the offense very often unless it's the receiver lined up ahead of the ball.
Pass formation here, slot on the left side, what on the right side. Quarterback drops straight back. Pass across the middle, pass going to be incomplete. In and out of the hands. Good defense there by head coach Parker Rochford. So it's now 4th down and 7 with 30 seconds to go.
And we still have 30 seconds to go.
So the Bucks might have to give this one up to Edco, and Edco might get the ball back here, but it's going to be
and take a knee. Would that be the?
Yeah, well, you're down by 14. What are you going to do? I don't know. You could throw a Hail Mary up and hope for interference or something too, I suppose.
Because we haven't had very many turnovers this game. We're at 6.
Yeah, that's all. Slide on both sides. Single back in the backfield, and we've got another penalty. Somebody might have lined off again once again.
Timeout.
Timeout. East Buchanan. So 14-0 the score with 30 seconds to go here in Edgewood. Buccaneers currently in second place in Class 1A District 4, following Wapsie Valley. And I believe next week they play Stormont, if I'm not mistaken. So, they've got, Edco has Lisbon, and East Buchanan is away at Stormont. So the Bucks have got to handle tonight and then handle tomorrow, and they should make the playoffs. Of course, after that, we never know what happens. You get in the right district and you play well, and they play Wapsie well. Wapsie Valley certainly played them well. So 4th and 7 here at 27-yard line with 30 seconds to go, up 14-0. So here we go. We're going to get it set up again. Same formation. You're going to have the twins to the left side, and you've got 2 receivers to the right. And you've got a single back in the backfield standing behind the quarterback who steps up under center. And he's in the that mud hole. Slot goes from motion from left to right now. Now we got a slot on the right side. He ends up. It's going to be a pass play. They're going to throw it down across the middle, and it goes incomplete. Double coverage, but I had to really sprint out there. J. Cole really would have had to beat that one. Would have had to pick off and just sprint. It was overthrown by about 5 yards. So Edco takes over on downs, 1st and 10 at the 27.
And the ball was pretty much thrown on a line and needed to be thrown on an arc to have any chance.
Yeah. 1st and 10 at the 27 with 25 seconds to go. And so Edco will be taking a knee here. They're in that safety formation. And they drop back and they just take it down. So.
And they'll have to go into regroup here down 14-0 at the half.
It's pretty much been a dominating first half by East Buchanan. It could have been a lot worse had the Bucks not have fumbled the ball a couple of times.
Turnovers have certainly kept it close.
Certainly has been, and then the field conditions have played a factor on this. The precipitation has quit falling. Probably about I'm saying it was raining when we came over, so it probably stopped about I'd say about a half hour, 45 minutes before game time. But you can certainly see out there a lot of water glittering off the lights.
Both teams have run their offense. They've tried to do what they can do despite the weather, and the weather's kind of slowed down both sides, especially with turnovers at the end of the half. East Buchanan 182 yards in total yards, and I have Edco for 1 total yard.
1 net yard?
Well, it wouldn't even be 1 net yard because they have penalties, and I didn't subtract those. So they had 30, 45 yards of penalties.
That's a dominating performance by East Buchanan. We'll take a break and come back with the Buccaneers on top 14-0 at halftime here in Edgewood. You're listening to Mix 94.7 FM KMCH.
Sight and good vision is very easy to take for granted until it is taken away. Advanced Eye Care Associates of Eastern Iowa is here to help you.
Advanced Eye Care Associates of Eastern Iowa, located at 225 West Main Street in Manchester and 1113 West 3rd Street in Vinton.
This is Phil from Gateway Appliance in Manchester. When you need service, call us. If it's time for a new appliance, we have the selection you're looking for. Gateway Appliance Sales and Service, 111 West Main Street in Manchester. Or find us online at gateway.biz. That's G, the number 8, WAY.biz, and on Facebook.
Anderson is the leader in doors and windows. They set the bar high with high-performing, dependable, energy-efficient products for your renovation and building projects. Contact your local vendor, Delhi Lumber, at 922-2404 for all of your window needs. Delhi Lumber, your authorized Anderson Windows dealer, big-town quality with small-town service. Call By County Disposal Incorporated for all of your commercial and construction disposal needs. Best of luck to the Edco Vikings volleyball team and coaching staff from By County Disposal Incorporated in Dyersville, serving Dubuque and Delaware counties.
This is Dr. Tim Collier from Dental Associates of Manchester. We take pride in the environment we provide our patients with a caring attitude and unsurpassed comfort. For the kind, compassionate, and competent dental care you deserve, call us at 927-GRIN. Dental Associates of Manchester, creating healthy smiles for life.
Jay's Auto Supercenter in Manchester has quality pre-owned vehicles, great financing options, a full-service department, body shop, and detail department. See their full line of vehicles online at jsautosales.net. That's Jay's Auto. Customer satisfaction is their #1 priority.
Jay's Auto!
Hi, this is Jamie Vasky at Don & Walt LLC, your independent Lennox dealer in Manchester, encouraging you to plan ahead. Have us check your heating or air conditioning unit before you need it. For residential or commercial plumbing and heating needs and top quality Lennox furnaces and heating units, see Don & Walt LLC on East Main Street in Manchester, or give us a call at 927-2232.
Winthrop Locker does all custom and specialty processing and third-party labeling. Stop in at Winthrop Locker for a large selection of quality beef, pork, and lamb right in small-town Winthrop. Their butchers will cut your meat to order. Whether you need 1 steak or 50, they can accommodate your needs. For more information, visit their website at winthroplocker.com.
Family fun and great food await you at Lightning Lanes Family Center and Captain and Tennille's Sports Bar. Come out for a fun night of bowling or watch the big game on their 10-foot HD big screen. And of course, great food and your favorite beverages. Lightning Lanes Family Center and Captain and Tennille's Sports Bar on East Main in Manchester.
Farmers Savings Bank proudly supports all area athletes and their coaching staff. For all your banking needs, visit them in Colesburg, Elkport Garber, Strawberry Point, Arlington, and Aurora, or online at farmersavingsbank.com. Member FDIC.
Via Field is your headquarters for all your seed, chemical, and fertilizer needs. They have professional service and quality products needed to bring the best crop to market. Via Field, providing growth opportunity for 18 locations across northern Iowa and southern Minnesota.
Leonard Miller Funeral Home, proud to support all area athletes and coaches. Good luck for a successful season from everyone at Leonard Miller Funeral Home and Crematory, with locations in Manchester, Strawberry Point, and Edgewood.
The Eastern Iowa Shopping News and the Dyersville Commercial recognize the hard work and dedication of all area athletes. Check out the weekly sports section in the commercial for scores and information. The Eastern Iowa Shopping News and Dyersville Commercial, supporting your communities.
For fan food, not fast food, visit your after-the-game headquarters, Manchester Dairy Queen. It's quick, it's easy, your family will love it. Manchester Dairy Queen.
It's no secret that people come to Fairway in Manchester for their famous meats, but as you dash back to the counter to pick up your USDA choice ribeyes, don't be surprised if you find yourself lingering among the delicious fruits and vegetables in the produce department. Shop Fairway in Manchester for low prices and all your grocery needs.
Look to Silver Edge Co-op for your feed, seed, agronomy, and petroleum needs. Silver Edge Co-op has locations in Delhi, Edgewood, and Strawberry Point. Silver Edge Co-op, working for you, your family, and your future. Go Vikings!
Head to Fireside Pub and Steakhouse before or after the game or anytime, featuring steaks, seafood, pasta, sandwiches, and even fresh-made pizza. They say it's the best around. Visit them on the web at firesidemanchester.com for a full menu and special offers.
For all of your animal feed and nutrition needs, turn to your local U.S. Feed dealer, Edgewood Feed Mill. Best of luck to the area athletes and coaching staff from everyone at Edgewood Feed Mill, your U.S. Feed dealer in Edgewood.
Just like a great coach, State Farm agents like me, Julie Smith, can help you develop a game plan for your insurance needs. Whether it's car, home, life, health, or business insurance, I can dig into the playbook and help you find the affordable coverage you need. For all your insurance needs, call on a winning team. The Julie Smith State Farm Agency in Manchester.
Comics and games, your local comic book and gaming store today. Gaming events go on daily, and there is a great selection of comics, definitely worth a stop. Dyersville Comic and Games, located on 2nd Avenue Southeast in Dyersville. Best of luck to all area athletes and coaches on a successful season.
Hi, this is Chris Henry, Service Manager of Brown Sales and Leasing in Elkader. Our goal is to make your car buying experience the best possible, and our factory-certified technicians are dedicated to you and your vehicles. Stop in and see us at Brown Sales and Leasing in Elkader, or visit us online at 4browns.com. Your hometown dealer, wherever your hometown may be. Best of luck to all area athletes and coaches.
At Three Rivers, our customers come first. Your business is very important to us. Our goal is to provide you with the best products and service that you have come to expect from Three Rivers. Visit our website at threeriversfs.com or the location nearest you. Three Rivers, your partner in growth solutions.
Citizen State Bank, your locally owned, community-minded, and customer-oriented bank, is here to serve you. Choose one of their 7 convenient locations in Winthrop, Monticello, Manchester, Ryan, Strawberry Point, Hopkinton, and New Vienna. Citizen State Bank, community banking with people you know, member FDIC.
This is Jamie Vaskey, the voice of the West Delaware Hawks, and I've had the chance to review the Good Neighbor Society's playbook, and I got to tell you, they are friends in your neighborhood, designing plays to get you home fast. If you need help getting back in the game, contact the Good Neighbor Society Rehab to Home team at 563-927-3907.
Call Bi-County Disposal Incorporated for all of your commercial and construction disposal needs. Best of luck to the Edco Vikings volleyball team and coaching staff from Bi-County Disposal Incorporated in Dyersville, serving Dubuque and Delaware counties.
The Edgewood Reminder is proud to support all the area teams in athletic action and appreciates their efforts in the classroom and during sports. Check out all the sports photos in each week's issue of the Edgewood Reminder.
Miss Mare's Vintage Decor would like to wish the Edgewood Vikings football team and coaches the best. Miss Mare's Vintage Decor, rustic, farmhouse, seasonal, and home decor in Edgewood. Go Vikings!
TriVet Associates is a mixed animal veterinary clinic with offices in Farley, Dyersville, and Holy Cross. Our 8 doctors serve the Dubuque, Manchester, Guttenberg, and Cascade areas and provide veterinary services to both large and small animals. For more information, find us on Facebook or visit our website, trivetinc.com.
Blooms, flowers, gifts, and more offers a variety of beautiful fresh flowers and many gift lines. Call, email, or stop in for all of life's celebrations. See Blooms, flowers, gifts, and more in Edgewood. Go Vikings!
High-Tech Communications is your local service provider for telephone systems, fire detection, audio, video, security and surveillance systems, wiring, and more. High-Tech has decades of experience in the industry. Contact High-Tech at 563-927-4936. Online at hightechcommunications.us. High-Tech Communications, changing your world with technology.
Are you looking for great food and a unique atmosphere? Then make Okoboji Grill your next lunch or dinner destination, or enjoy 2-for-1 happy hour every Monday through Thursday from 4 until 6 p.m. That's Okoboji Grill, 1749 Golf Course Boulevard in Independence. Okoboji Grill, where good friends meet.
When selecting the right tire for your vehicle, you want choice. Bobin Tire and Automotive Service in Manchester gives you choice with the top tire brands available today. For the tire choice you want and the service your vehicle needs, see Bobin Tire and Automotive in Manchester. Open Saturdays for your convenience.
Look to Silver Edge Co-op for your feed, seed, agronomy, and petroleum needs. Silver Edge Co-op has locations in Delhi, Edgewood, and Strawberry Point. A Silver Edge Co-op working for you, your family, and your future. Go Vikings!
Whether it's an orthopedic, sports, or occupational injury you are suffering from, Regional Medical Center Therapy Services has you covered. With a customized treatment program, Regional Medical Center Therapy Services can get you back on track in the active game of life. Regional Medical Center, excellence in healthcare, close to home.
Insurance is a contract to protect what you value the most, whether it's your auto, home, business, health, or even your life. AAA and People's Insurance Agency have been protecting all of your assets for years. So please call your local licensed AAA agent at Mormon Insurance Agency, a member of People's Insurance in Manchester, for a free review of all of your insurance needs, because trust is everything.
Hi there, this is the voice of the Hawkeyes, Gary Dolphin. You're listening to Area High School Football on Eastern Iowa's high school sports play-by-play leader, Mix 94.7. KMCH.
Welcome back to Edgewood High School. The Edgewood Colesburg Vikings here. Home field, our last game of the regular season. You know, across the state, it's about probably half and half because of the fact that next week is the last game of the regular season. It's upon us here. 56 degrees and a lot of rain today, at least in this part of the state. And Dan, we've got a 14-0 score. East Buchanan over Edgewood Colesburg. A couple of fumbles early on kind of slowed down the Bucks, but an interception there in the second quarter gave them their second score after one big play and a sustained drive of 88 yards. And that was pretty much all the offense that the Bucks had.
We have to be impressed with both teams. They've come out and tried to run their offense, throwing the ball, run collars. The mud, which is now seeping to the top in the center of the field here at Edco, has certainly caused some of the turnovers. Both teams aggressive. East Buchanan's had the two big plays, the 62-yard run, and then the pick six by their quarterback, Spencer Cook. And the offense just has not been able to get out of the mud for Edco. They've tried to run the ball, they've tried to pass the ball, and the East Buchanan defense has been tough, and the field's been tough to negotiate. It'll be tougher here even in the second half. You can see the sidelines are still somewhat green, but in the middle of the field you can see the glistening mud all around the middle of the field. 182 yards for East Buchanan in the first half. I had Edco for one. That doesn't include any subtractions for penalties or anything like that. Time of possession has gotten even worse as the Edco team only had the ball 4 minutes and 51 seconds in the second quarter. They had it 6:26 in the first quarter, most of the time eaten up in that third quarter by the East Buchanan 7-minute drive to start the half. They were stalled out on a fourth down play, but then got the interception by Spencer Cook that extended the lead to 14-0. Officials back now out on the field. East Buchanan now back out on the field wearing their red and brown uniforms. They started in red and white uniforms. Edco officially, though, wears brown uniforms, so their uniforms not showing the mud quite. The band finishing up here at this Senior Day celebration in Edco. Edco, a team probably better than their 3-4 record. Dylan Forfeit gets them their third win. They have just been a play short a couple games this year, and in this game, really 2 plays short of being tied 0-0. So we'll see what they come out with in the second half. The interesting thing will be that Edco has really not had a lot of success on the ground or in the air. The field's going to make it harder and harder to have success in the air. And if you don't get to the outside, it's just going to be a muck in the middle of the field. So,
great.
Edco has their work cut out for them here on their senior night at home here in 2017, although it could be worse. It could be like this afternoon and pouring down rain as we're playing. So at least skies are dry, and I would suspect years from now, most team members will talk about their slides in the mud as they played this game. They probably won't remember the score as much as they remember taking a fistful of mud in the face as they got tackled in the
Yeah, that's what you remember, the moments. Not so much the score. I remember junior high game. My last junior high game, it was snowing. It just sticks in your. I don't remember what the score was, but I know we had to play in snow. You just remember these weather related things.
I would think there's some mothers in the stands tonight chagrining about having to clean these uniforms. I think it's going to be more than one rinse cycle. Like the community washing center might be a place to just go help them to save some wear and tear on the local washer and dryer, because there's a lot of mud coming off this field tonight.
Yeah, you can look over there who's been in and who hasn't. You certainly can tell who's been playing and who hasn't. We'll take a break and get ready for the second half here. Score at halftime, 14-0. East Buchanan on top of Edgewood Colesburg. You're listening to Mix 94.7 FM KMCH.
At Tauke Motors, we believe in a gentler, simpler way of doing business. Check out our large selection of new and pre-owned vehicles, as well as a great incentive at TaukeMotors.com. If you're looking for a new, pre-owned vehicle or service on your current vehicle, come to Tauke Motors, Chrysler, Jeep, Dodge, and Ram on 9th Street in Dyersville.
Prestige Day Spa understands all the hard work and dedication put forth by all area athletes on the field and in the classroom. Prestige Day Spa, where beauty and relaxation meet. Go Vikings!
Leonard Muller Funeral Home and Crematory wishes all the best to the athletes and appreciates their hard work and scholastic efforts throughout the year. For personal, caring service, Leonard Muller Funeral Home and Crematory in Manchester, Edgewood, and Strawberry Point.
Call Larry and the guys at Crop Production Services in Winthrop for your chemical, seed, fertilizer, agronomy, soil sampling, and custom applications. Crop Production Services in Winthrop.
Hey KMCH listeners, GMB is proud to support our area athletes and help bring the sport to you. The GMB Bank team reminds you whatever your financial goals, we're here to help you reach them. Stop by our Manchester location or visit us online at gnbbank.com. Member FDIC.
Going above and beyond is a standard of care at Above and Beyond Home Health and Hospice Care. Their compassionate staff care deeply about the comfort of their patients. A nurse is available 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Above and Beyond Healthcare, the more they care, the more beautiful life becomes. Proudly serving Jones, Jackson, Johnson, Lynn, Clayton, and Delaware counties.
At Dupaco Community Credit Union, we know debt happens. A debt checkup from Dupaco ensures it's not costing you more than it should. With historic low interest rates, now is the time to bring your loans to Dupaco. Contact us at 563-927-6187 or visit dupaco.com.
Edgewood Auto and Tire has a mobile tire truck available 24 hours a day for all of your ag, auto, OTR, and semi-tires. Edgewood Auto and Tire. Good luck to the Edco team, coaching staff, and fans. Go Vikings!
Eastern Iowa Sports Station. Mix 94.7 KMCH.
Welcome back to the Field of Dreams here in Edgewood, Iowa. The place where the Vikings play their home games. A nice concession stand across down to the southeast corner. Crowd mulling around here, up and down, and not too many in the bleachers are kind of standing around.
I imagine the bleachers are a little chilly despite your sunny forecast of temperatures in the mid-50s at this time of night.
Bucks kick off from our right to our left. The Vikings return at the 10, out to the 20, 25, close to the 30, right through the 35, still on his feet across the 40. That is a tough run right there.
And a good way to start the half for Edco is they'll have field position out at the 41-yard line, although Edco's had good field position most of the first half.
Preston Rochford with a run of about 32 yards, I believe. So first and 10 at the 42, 11:50 to go in our first half. A nice start for the Vikings. Double slot on both sides now. Single back in the backfield next to the quarterback. Out of the shotgun, Stryker takes the ball. Going to keep it. Lead blocker on the left side. Going to pick up the first down. Get down to the 45-yard line. So the quarterback used that single back in the backfield as a lead blocker and angled to the short side of the field. First down for the Vikings.
13-yard gain to start the second half, which is impressive given they had 1 yard in the first half.
Double slot formation once again out of the shotgun, single back in the backfield, striker. And that's one thing they're doing more. They're coming out of the shotgun. He had been under center. But, these slippery conditions, that might be a smart move. And he cuts back across the gray. He's going to cut to the left side. Tackle, and a late flag there. Flag on the tackle.
And a nice run again by Stryker, who would have been a pickup of about 7. We'll see what the penalty is.
But Dan, right there, that's some really good coaching because the quarterback in this muck, you're going to have to take some steps backwards if he's at the line of scrimmage. So why not just have him start back and move forward?
And it's called holding on Edco, another penalty that's coming at an inopportune time as Edco's come out. Been on fire here, 3 plays in the second half, and the kickoff return was for 30, and then a 10-yard gain, and then a 10-yard gain. Now they're faced with first and 14 on their own 48 after the penalty.
Double slot once again out of the shotgun, single back in the backfield to the right of Stryker. The quarterback rolls to his right, and he's going to let one fly, and it's up for grabs, going to be intercepted once again. Just kind of threw it off the wrong foot, and it kind of hung up around there, and then interception again for Spencer Cook. I believe that is his second, if not third. He ran in one for a score in the second quarter.
And that was a better play, though, because they rolled off to his throwing side. He couldn't get enough oomph on it. He was under a little pressure. But actually, some nice adjustments by Edco coming out at halftime. They were able to move the ball before the turnover.
Bucks up 14-0 with the turnover starting at their own 32-yard line. Handoff inside, fullback gets the ball and picks up about 6 on the play. Second down now.
And again, East Buchanan just goes, let's run the ball right up the middle. And they're going to give him a pickup of about 5. The offensive linemen were out about 8 yards and on the ground still trying to block.
Newmaker, 5'7", 174 pounds. He's a hard one to bring down.
And he's gotten pretty good traction.
What out the right side out of that power eye. Newmaker once again off right guard tackle gap. Picks up 2 on the play. Third down.
And it'll be a little short of the first down. 3rd and 2 tackle. That time by Spencer Hamlin of Edco as he got in underneath. 5'11" junior, able to stop East Buchanan before the first down. Brings up 3rd down and 2. 10:13 to go here. Opening drive for East Buchanan here in the second half.
Wide out on the right side and inside on the left out of the power eye. Hand off to the tailback. Hand off maybe close to a first down. Depends how they spot it. That doesn't look like the spot's going to be favorable.
Looks a little short, but East Buchanan's gone for its last 2 4th and under 5s. Now they're going to take a measurement. They don't trust you. They want to come and measure, but unless the chain is 9 feet 9 inches, it should be a little short.
Yeah, sometimes the lines are drawn crooked. I don't think this is the case though. But once in a while, things are perspective. But they are going to be short. Dan, you nailed it down to the inch. Dan, you were exactly 6 inches to the half inch rounded up. You were correct.
Well, I think the lines are pretty straight. They did a nice job at the field. Field crew's doing a good job. 10 yards is the first down. 9.5 yards. Not quite.
I think you got that nailed pretty good.
Plus, every measurement has been right in front of us.
That's right. We do. Right on the right side. Hand off right guard tackle. Got Newmaker with the carry. Picks up the first down. After picking up 5 down to the 45-yard line.
So 4 plays, 13 yards for East Buchanan. I assume they'll be satisfied with that.
So first and then at the 44 with 9:48 to go. Imagine if you had to ride these uniforms home tonight. So it used to be back in the day, you'd kind of come and go with your uniform.
I'd get a new uniform next year.
Wide out on the right side. Hand off game with Newmaker off the left guard tackle. Got a big hard hit right there. Coming up making a big stick there was Ben Ernst. And Hines actually
Hines on the top as well.
So second down and 7. 9:20 to go in our third quarter, 14-0 the score. Of course, Coach Rochford for Edco, he's got to be happy that, the Vikings are only down by 2 scores.
I think that's right. Killian Welch looks to the sideline. He's in the middle calling the plays on the defense. Linebacker position.
9 minutes to go and counting here in the third. Out of the Wishbone Elk, under center is Spencer Cook with a long count. Now he hands off to Newmaker, the left halfback. Uses the fullback and the right halfback as lead blockers. And Edco does pursue well. It's going to be third down and about 4 yards, ball right at the 50-yard line, heading into that muckiest part of the field.
And Welch with another nice hit.
They're heading into the slough there where the Muskrats live right now. So 3rd and 7 at the right at the 50, 8:29 to go.
That 2-down territory for East Buchanan. They've shown they're willing to go 4th and 2, 4th and 3, 4th and 1.
A little bit of a miscommunication, the quarterback and the center. I'm not sure what's going on there. How often do you have a quarterback and a center have a question? Very a few
times, but it's probably a wise decision to take a timeout. They're in 3rd and short and talk it over as opposed to going to a 3rd and 8. East Buchanan has to figure that running the ball up the middle twice should gain them 3 yards. For Edco, they have to figure out how to stop the big offensive line from East Buchanan and how to get them down before they get through the offensive line for those 3- and 4-yard gains.
That's right. I'd like to thank these area sponsors for making tonight's broadcast possible. Bi-County Disposal, Blooms, Flowers, Gifts, and More, Clayton Drug, Community Insurance, Edgewood Auto and Tire, Edgewood Feed Mill, Leonard Mueller Funeral Home, Miss Mears Vintage Decor, Prestige Day Spa, Silver Edge Co-op, Crop Production Services, and the Winthrop Locker. That's a nice dozen there. 3rd and 4 at the 50 with 8:15 to go in the third quarter. That's the only time you see 50 on the scoreboard as far as the yards go. But here we go, going for it. Hand off to Newmaker inside, and he's got the first down, and down to about the 45-yard line. So
that's up over about 7 on the 3rd down play.
Nice hard run there for him, and look at that number, Dan, coming in for the Edco Vikings. It's like he's got black masking tape on that number. I don't have any idea what that number is. That's like a mud bath he's caked down there.
Badge of honor.
I have seen pigs with less mud on them. That is a mess. 45 at the 45, 7:52 to go.
I think they may have it down to the field out. It's so muddy in the middle.
Yeah, hand off left side. They might have to bring in a ton of dirt.
So I'll pick up about 2, and I say that time I'd call the interior line to stop them for a short gain on first down. Brings up a 2nd down and 7. They're giving them 3 yards.
2nd and 7 at the 43, 7:29 to go here in the third quarter. Edco down 14-0 to the runner-up in the conference, the district right now, Class A District 4, East Buchanan. They're currently in 2nd place with a nice 6-1 record. Hand off inside, off the right guard, tackle gap at 5.
And it's 3 yards and a ball of mud for East Buchanan here in the third quarter, and they've done it awfully successful doing it. David Horseman in a sophomore 230-pounder for Edco slowed the flow a little bit there from the defensive line position. 3 o'clock continuing to tick. They've had the ball here almost 5 minutes on this drive and started on their own 32-yard line.
Wide out the left side, ball in near hash mark. That's a really tight power eye. Everybody within 4 yards of the quarterback. And he's slipping and falling right in the mud. That time the mud got him.
Yep, the field made the tackle there.
Consumed him, consumed his feet. They slipped out on the handoff. Didn't go anywhere with it, and jogging off the field there.
And we have some white jerseys coming on for East Buchanan.
Surprise, surprise here, huh?
Well, at least we'll be able to see what numbers there.
At least for one play.
You know, Edco may have the greatest mud uniforms. They wear brown and they have gold numbers, and they've been in the mud a lot, and their numbers show way clearer.
So here comes the punt here. Punter standing back behind the 50, and he's got a nice kick. Made sure his footing was good. Nobody back to recover, and that's going to go close to the end zone. Is it going to be in the end zone? Yes. It will be kicked out. You know, if he could have kicked that to an angle, it probably would have been blown dead.
He tried to angle it. He tipped the ball as he kicked it. He did a nice job, got it up in the air.
Yeah.
And the thing is, he hit on one of the areas of the field that isn't south and west.
Sure.
You know, if you would have hit it into an area that was south and west, yeah. But it did how and hit and rolled. And so Edco takes over now with 5:51 to go. Almost a 4-minute and 20-second drive for East Buchanan. Ends up in a punt.
So back to that double slot formation out of shotgun. Striker's going to take the ball, run to the far side of the field, and he gets stretched out and falls down just as the tag. He actually went down because he knew he was going to get tackled. And East Buchanan, the corner came up, was going to make it like it was old and could make a big hit up on him, and he said, I think I'm going to go down.
Ground softer than the linebacker.
Yeah.
He'll be able to play another play here, 2nd and 8 with 5:28 to go, third quarter. Edco with some movement on the ball the first time they had it in the third quarter, ended in an interception. Now they're starting to spread the field all over the place, maybe move these Buchanan guys wider apart, give Stryker some running room.
He's going to tuck it away now. He thought about passing. He is going to pass it before he steps across the end zone, or the line of scrimmage. Intended receiver there was Preston Rochford. Ball goes out of bounds, incomplete. Third down and 7.
And he hit one of the assistant coaches in the hand, so did a nice play. So 3rd down and 7 or 8 with 5:08 to go.
So 3rd and 8 at the 22. With 5:08, 14-0. East Buchanan on top of Edgewood Colesburg. Score came off of an interception and one big run by Mossman, and then a couple other runs. So they have James Mossman, the 5'10", 187-pound junior.
Doing now have procedure, that'll make it worse for Edco.
So Mossman and Nunemaker really doing a lot, plus a couple other running backs. That's the thing about East Buchanan. You cannot pick on one guy and focus on him. You can't spy on him. They've got too many running backs that can do too many good things.
Well, and in this case, so they're running everybody between the tackles, regardless of who it is. They just keep running a fresh back end. They may be fresh. Their jerseys are all dirty. They spread out now as Edco.
Double slot. Striker rolls back. He's going to throw him. Oh, he's not really heaved up there, and it's going to fall incomplete. Intended receiver Preston Rochford. Good coverage there by Max McGraw for East Buchanan. So Striker just tucked it back, and that ball bounced at about the 50. So that would have been a pretty nice heave there. So it's now 4th down and 13.
Well, not a bad play. I mean, even if that would have been intercepted, it would have been probably the net of a punt. We'll see where the pen ends up here.
So the punter is going to be back inside the 10-yard line. So standing back there for Edco, Spencer Stainer, I believe.
Yep, Stainer does all the kicking.
Nice kick. He's been doing a good job at kicking the punting tonight. This one's going to take a nice roll. It's going to be blown dead at the 44-yard line of East Buchanan. So that another dandy of a punt here in some unsure footing. So,
but again, Edco only has the ball for 59 seconds. They just have had a struggle trying to mount an offense here against the number 10 East Buchanan team.
You can see why. You can definitely see why they're solid. They are solid.
They played well tonight. Their playoff scope is becoming clearer and clearer. If they win tonight, they just have to get by Starmont next week to qualify for the playoffs.
Newmaker with the run takes up the first down, straight up the gut off the left guard tackle gap. Just boom, he explodes through there. I see a score here. Beckman on top of Monticello, 14-0, and midway through the first. So
it wasn't really a boom. It was more of a plop.
right in that lucky mess, huh?
It was. Yeah.
It's a messy thing out there, Yeah.
And I think the kids are probably just having a great time with it.
Yeah.
They don't get to see this every day.
No. Hand off inside, and that time nowhere to go with it for Nolan Meyer. Meyer gets stacked up.
They have a 3rd and 1 now.
4 minutes to go in the third and counting down here. Yeah, it's almost keep away. It's like, East Buchanan, even by not scoring, they're just keeping the ball out of Edco's hands.
Well, the clock run with 3:53. They've had a dominant time on field of possession. Edco's done a nice job on defense, so keeping them out of the end zone except for one time. Defense scored the other one.
And off inside the fullback, and he might not have made it. Going to be really close. He's going to be really close.
The marker looks like he made it by about a yard.
They did make it. They pinched in hard. That was wow. It must have been an early forward progress. So it's now 1st and 10 at the 46 of Edco. East Buchanan now going to run off another crowd. This, now they're going to get it down to the fourth quarter.
Another couple minutes.
Not going to rush themselves. Going to take their time. Going to do a good job and just not turn the ball over. But they're just off to the left side now of that mud hole. So they're in some pretty good green grass here. Dropping back the pass, cross the middle, ball going to be underthrown. You can see he caught it. No, he didn't catch it. It skipped into him. Nice look there by Nathan Schmidt, though. The tight end looked like he acted like, hey, I caught it. But the officials, they got him on all sides. They got him surrounded.
They would have to go to replay on that.
Yeah, right. Uh-huh.
Well, in the big game, Westover and Marion tied at 7 in the second quarter. If you listen on the internet, you can listen to that live on KMCH.
So, 2nd and 10 at the 46 with 3:07 to go. Wide out on the right side of the field. Hand off to tailback left side. Edco plugging that down. The official, I don't know what he said. Oh, he threw a flag. He threw a back. He had a black towel. Okay. He threw the black towel and instead of the flag. So he threw out this black towel out there, and then he threw the flag.
Well, his black towel just got blacker.
Yeah. Where did that come from? He's a magician. I don't know what he's got. What's he doing with it? Is it his gloves?
No, that's first penalty for.
No, it's his glove. He threw his glove. He didn't throw a flag. He's got mittens on or gloves. And really, everybody else doesn't. He's got his hands covered.
Pretty smart official.
Yeah. I bet those are sopping wet though. 3rd and 10 yeah. Well, he's the guy that's always constantly setting the ball, isn't he? So that's why. Off the power eye, hand off to the power back at the line of scrimmage. Nowhere to go with it.
Good stuff. Nice group that time of Edco tacklers in to stop a short run. Calvin Himes in on that play. He's a 6'2" senior playing his final game at home. Did a nice job of standing the fourth Buchanan guy up, and now it's 4th and 10.
4th and 10 at the 46.
But again, they had the ball for almost 3 minutes, and they'll go back and try to punt again.
So standing back at the 44, and he is out of the mud, so shouldn't be too bad. Nice hard snap, almost high booming kick. Gonna roll into the end zone once again here. Smart move there. They almost the deep man almost thought about running it. It's like, I better not.
But a nice rush that time by Edco to almost get to Fox, the punter.
Wouldn't it have been a nice play, boy? But that could have turned around a lot of things, couldn't it have?
Edco needs to get momentum. They have 1 first down in the second half, and that was on their first play. On an 11-yard run by Stryker. They get the ball now on their own 20.
So here it is, 1:48 to go. Off the right side, and Stryker to Stainer. Picked up a few yards, about 3 probably. Wapsie Valley big over Postville at halftime, 35-0. So that one, the chance for Wapsie Valley looks like they're probably they'll have a decent game next week though. Should be a tough one for them. I believe they got North Lynn, if I'm not mistaken, on that one.
So 2nd and 9, and again, Edco beginning to spread their offense to both sides of the field. And they'll throw that out of bounds.
Oh, great tackle. He toes in. They're going to give it to him. They're going to pull him out of bounds. Beautiful play there. And they're going to say it's complete. Great job by Preston Rochford. Had the toes on the line and caught it and fell down out of bounds. So that
1-yard gain.
That would have been one for a photographer if he would have been down on the field right there. That would have been a nice shot.
That ball was hit way out of bounds.
Yeah, great job.
And first down for the 9 mark of the third quarter.
First and 10 at the 41. Double slot both sides here. Shotgun, striker, single back in the backfield. Now Striker's going to roll to the left, and he's going to pass it off the, going to be bobbled and caught. Nope. Hit him in the chest, and he bobbled it out of bounds, so it's going to be incomplete. Great pass, though.
As Pete Taylor would say in the old days from Iowa State, caught, dropped.
I like Pete Taylor.
Pete Taylor, great announcer.
I always enjoyed listening to him. Second and 10 at the 41.
But that was his optimism. Every pass course was caught. Some of them were dropped.
Again, ball in their hash mark. Striker with it back to the right side. East Buchanan with a 4-man front with 2 linebackers, and they've got to hand off now to that back of the backfield. They're going to run the far side of the field, angling around. Steps through one tackle, picks up the first down. Pick up a 12 on the play. Good run there.
And the ball across midfield.
I think that was Welch, wasn't it? Killian Welch? I can't read the numbers. It's black. So black.
It appears to be Welch, 12-yard gain. Another first down, 2 first downs on this drive.
First to 10 at the 47 with under a minute to play now in the third. Vikings getting some things going here. Double slot once again. Striker in the shotgun, single back in the backfield to his left. Hand off that back, turns it up the field, and going to get another first down. So they're spreading out the East Buchanan Buccaneers. I love it that Striker is moving forward. He doesn't have to step backwards, slip in the mud. I mean, all his momentum can be forward or to the side. And I always think in the mud, the offense has the advantage because the defense has got to react.
And Ed goes on their best drive of the night. They started at the 20, now at the East Buchanan 37.
Double slot once again, a little high snap. Striker pulls it in, runs to the short side of the field, far side, and he's going to pick up another 6 on the play. And that should be about the last play of our first half. Chain gang moves here with 3 seconds to go on the clock. And playing chain should start here. They're going to start it up, and that should be our last play of the third quarter. So the last third quarter of the season here at the Edgewood-Colesburg Field comes to a close. We've got 1 quarter to go here. East Buchanan holds on to that 14-0 lead over the Edgewood-Colesburg Vikings. We'll be back in a minute. You're listening to Mix 94.7 FM, KMCH.
The Manchester Press is your community newspaper. Check out the sports section for game stats and photos of area players and game highlights. The Manchester Press, serving the area for over 130 years.
Leonard Muller Funeral Home, proud to support all area athletes and coaches. Good luck for a successful season from everyone at Leonard Muller Funeral Home and Crematory with locations in Manchester, Strawberry Point, and Edgewood.
Your number one Hawk fans. Auto Owners Insurance and Parrot Insurance is a winning combination. We'll work with you to ensure your home, auto, business, and farm to keep everything you value safe, sound, secure. Auto Owners Insurance, the no-problem people. For more information, visit me, Eric Smith, at Parrot Insurance in Manchester today.
Clayton Drug is your full-service retail pharmacy with free delivery to Strawberry Point and the Edgewood areas. They take pride in providing you with the best service possible. Stop by Clayton Drug, located at 104 Mission Street in Strawberry Point, and be sure to like them on Facebook.
Eastern Iowa's variety station, Mix 94.7 KMCH.
The fourth quarter begins with the Edco Vikings with the ball at the 35-yard line. First and 10, double slot formation. Striker in that shotgun, single back to his right. Takes a snap, hands off to the back. Back comes in the near side of the field, looking for the sideline, puts the shoulder down, goes out of bounds.
And how many times have you said that tonight? A runner runs out of bounds.
Yeah.
Everything's been in the middle of the field. Actually, outside gains about 5. Coach Rockford, very nice job of adjusting here. He spread the offense out, tried to create some gaps, and it's worked pretty successfully here on this drive.
Second and 6, that's a 31. Double slot once again. Welch standing to the to the right of Striker. And Striker's talking to the slot man on the right side. We'll see if that had any indication what's going to happen here. Rolls to his right, and he throws to the far side of the field. Ball partly rejected, I believe. Good rush there by East Buchanan. A numberless defender comes up there, shirt untucked, all mud. So shirts have got to be, well, there it is. You see the other side, it's 27. So a good rush there by the Bucks.
So big 3rd and 6 here, obviously 2 down territory for Edco in East Buchanan territory at the 29.
So they're spreading out that field again with that double slot formation. Striker's about 4 yards behind the center. Walsh to his right. And he's going to drop back. It's going to be a pass play. And it goes incomplete.
And it was a nice idea. It was just a little button hook. Striker threw it a little late. The receiver had been standing and turned for a tick or two and needed to throw it as he got there. Would have been a first down, but it went incomplete. Now sets up a 4th down and 6.
So 4th and 6 at the 29. Double slot formation once again. Striker goes up and uses the towel off the center's hip and then steps back. So that's a nice, smart move there. So here we go. Striker back in the pocket. Steps it up, throws it to the end zone. Single coverage. Going to be underthrown. And another interception.
Down, it wouldn't have made a 4-yard difference if he catches it, or 9-yard difference. He catches it, it's on the 20. Missed it, it's on the 29. 11-yard play drive, 39 yards for Edco on that series. They had the ball. 3:22 and 150. What's that? Real quick.
3:22.
5 minutes and 12 seconds.
Tell you work with numbers all day. 11:38 to go in the 4th quarter. 14-0 score. East Buchanan now. You know, they another score here, and that should secure the win. But they've got to get another score on. 2 scores, not big enough yet. Not the way the head coach starting to play ball. Nolan Meyer with the carry for the Bucks.
Well, and the thing is, the time becomes the enemy now because East Buchanan shown even when they don't score, they can control the ball for 3 and 4 minutes a drive, which winds the clock down pretty quick.
Yeah, you can't. They just keep driving the ball. What they can't do is turn the ball over. They turn the ball over, and that's a bad thing. Wide out to the left side. Ball under center, quarterback under center. Hands off inside, right in the mud. That's right where the water puddle is.
And there was just a host of bodies standing up, and you didn't see them go down right at the mud other than one lineman for East Buchanan. And it looks like that's number 55. He's left.
Yeah. He's limping off there.
6-foot senior.
And they're stopping the clock. The official's timeout as Weber walks underneath his own power. He was underneath the pile there. You know, anything can happen in that mud. You slip and pull something or whatever. It's kind of a crazy night out there.
So now bigger down, 3rd and 7, with a longer 3rd down situation than East Buchanan's been used to the first 3 quarters. We'll see if they'll go to the air and pass or just keep it on the ground and let the clock continue to eat up time.
So knowing the Bucks, I would think that they're going to just keep it on the ground. You know, they could probably throw it once in a while, but not too often, I wouldn't think. Out of the wishbone. Under center is Spencer Cook. Cook's going to pass, and he's going to get sacked. Yeah, going to get dropped back at the 25.
So a 10-yard loss. But Cook was smart enough to get out of the mud, or he got tackled on the green. So he stayed out of the mud, at least he could hit it out.
Yeah, 4th and 15 at the 20, and that might have been the reason. He's starting underneath the center, so when he's stepping back, it's momentum. No momentum. He's got to kind of just come back slow.
Well, another punt here for East Buchanan. They've certainly done a good job with the punting game tonight.
And then this one is almost blocked once again. And this one's going to go out of bounds right at the 42-yard line of the Edco Vikings. The long snapper for East Buchanan, I don't know if I've ever seen a guy shoot the balls back so fast to these guys. They can a pitching machine.
You know, he dropped one a little short, but the East Buchanan punter made a nice job. Did a nice job picking it up. Taylor Fox has been a pretty good weapon for East Buchanan tonight in the punting game. He certainly pinned Edco back and made him drive longer than they had wanted to.
Wide out on the right side. Now the Vikings are under center, and they're going to take a timeout. Timeout for East Buchanan, so the Edco set up in the power I that time. They had to go in double slot. This time they went to the power I, and that's going to take East Buchanan with the timeout. I'd like to again thank these area sponsors for making tonight's games possible. Winthrop Locker, Crop Production Services, Silver Edge Co-op, Prestige Day Spa, Miss Mayor's Vintage Decor, Leonard Mural Funeral Home, Edgewood Feed Mill, Edgewood Auto and Tire, Community Insurance, Clayton Drug, Blooms, Flowers, Gifts, and more, and the Bi-County Disposal. So dandy dozen here.
And thanks to all the sponsors all year, Maquoketa Valley leading North Cedar 27-0 at halftime.
And a win for them will set up a big game with Bellevue next week. As long as Bellevue wins tonight, because that one would determine probably a playoff berth, wouldn't it?
So hopefully we'll have a little drier weather.
Drier and just as warm, probably?
Yeah, that would be nice.
Yeah, it certainly would be. This weather, crazy. I looked on radar all day long. It's like it was just trailing right over these counties here. You know, Delaware, Buchanan, a little bit of Buchanan, and Dubuque and Clayton. And you go much further south or east or north, and they weren't getting as much as they're getting here. Under center, Stryker hands off to the tailback. And twisting and turning his way, picks up maybe 3 on the play.
One of the tacklers for East Buchanan, number 8, Jake Cole.
Preston Rochford, the 5'11", 175-pound junior, with that run, did a tremendous amount of twisting, like a fish on a hook, and got his way, picked up 3 on the play, and he goes to the far side of the field as the wideout. The power I, under center, Stryker tosses back, and the power back, nowhere to go. And see, he has a hard time setting sideways in that mud and maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, barely.
Well, you start one way, and it's hard to change directions, and good pursuit that time by East Buchanan. He'll set up a 3rd down and 10.
So 3rd down and 10 at the 8, with 8:34 to go in the contest. East Buchanan up 14-0. The Bucks with 2 turnovers in the first half off of fumbles. An interception in the second quarter gave them their second score. Only one sustained drive in that second quarter. And a hard count gets the Bucks to drop off line, offsides. Edco, on the other hand, has battled this East Buchanan defense all night long, and just now in this second half finally started to move the ball a little bit better. It's been a tough night for the Edco offense.
Both coaches have made some changes, and their offense has actually looked pretty good the last drive and a half. They just need to be able to finish a drive.
Double slot, 3rd and 4 at the 48. Shotgun, Stryker, hands off to Welch. Welch is going to try to he puts his shoulder down, picks the 1st down. He left the defender in his tracks, putting his shoulder, the hair down. Welch puts that right shoulder down and just blasts that. He ran off of him, just bounced him off.
And no give up on Edco tonight. They continue to pound at it hard, looking for an opening to try to get back into the game.
Double slot once again. Plenty of time if they can just score quickly and get the ball back. But they've got to score quickly here. Stryker out of the shotgun, hands off to Welch. Welch now this time ran right into a lineman. You know, he didn't pick a gap. He ran right into him, and that big lineman was not going to go anywhere.
Well, they tried to run a misdirection, and the problem is it's so muddy out. East Buchanan defensive lineman just stood up and waited for him and ran right into him to bring up a 2nd down and 10.
Yeah, Taylor Fox, 6'3", 252-pound junior. Yeah, I don't think he's going to go anywhere too much of a hurry. Double slot formation out of the shotgun. Welch to the right of Stryker. 4-man front here. Stryker drops back, bumps the ball, and he's going to pick it up. Now he's going to have to run it. Now it's a scramble play. Gets back to the line of scrimmage, spins and whirs, and gets down inside the East Buchanan about the 40-yard line. So that was a broken play. Stryker off the snap, bumbled it, picked it up, dropped back, and then it's over pursue, and ended up picking up a few yardage.
Turned a loss into a 5-yard game, now makes it a manageable 3rd down and 6.
Double slot formation out of the shotgun. Welch to the right of Stryker. The 4-man front. And he's going to tuck it away. Thought about passing. Now he is going to pass it. And I think, it's going to be pass interference. Down, I can see that coming up because the defender inhibited Ben Ernst from going up. Actually had a shoulder into him, and then Ernst went up afterwards. And really came down to catch anyway, so that should be good for a 1st down.
It looks like it was Carter Palmer on the pass interference. He mistimed it. It wasn't as much bad defense as it was the ball floated a little bit and got there a little late, and he got there a little early. So a 10-yard penalty, 25 yards and penalties now for East Buchanan here in the second half. It keeps the drive alive for Edco.
Double slot once again at the 30 with 6:38 to go out of the shotgun. Slot man goes from motion from left to right. Rolls to the right. Pumps once. Going to be a pass play. Man is open in the corner, and it's going to be caught inside the 10-yard line. Slipped away from the defense, and this time Stryker took his time, got sure footing, and made a great pass to Stainer. So that was a great pass. Stainer slipped away from the defender. So Spencer Stainer, the 5'11", I'm sorry, it was Ben Ernst with the reception, 5'8", 150-pound senior. It was Ernst. Stainer was in the area, but Ernst came up with that reception. So it's first and goal to go at the 8 with 6:19 to go in the contest. Out of the shotgun, and up to Welsh. Welsh fights his way toward the end zone. It's a touchdown. Welsh is in. It's a score. We've got a ball game. It's 14-6. Plenty of time on the clock here.
6:11 to go in the fourth quarter. Edco hits the boards, and they can pull within 7. I assume they'll try to kick it here. The extra point kicker, 25 for 27 on the year.
They're going to go for 2, though, Dan. Muddy conditions.
Okay, they're going to go for 2.
They want to go for the win. Oh, and we got a penalty. And it looks like somebody might have jumped. Obviously, somebody jumped. The question is which side.
Coach Rockford's pulled the right strings here, and from the middle of the third quarter on, his offense has looked way better in the second half. This time they jump quick. It's a 5-yard penalty. It's their third penalty of the half for 20 yards, and it's not going to deter them from going for 2 here.
So they're going to go for it again here. Now they're backing it up. So motion goes from left to right by the wide receiver, and into the end zone. The pass is going to be batted down. So our score stands 14-6 now with 6:11 to go in the contest. We'll take a break and come right back. You're listening to Mix 94.7 FM KMCH.
Great food and great fun with friends. That's what's waiting for you at Beaver's Lounge in Manchester. Check out their Thursday night bucket of wings special and Friday night fish special. Beaver's also has a different lunch special every Monday through Friday. Beaver's Lounge on the corner of Main and Madison in downtown Manchester. Leave it to Beaver's to show you a good time.
For all of your animal feed and nutrition needs, turn to your local U.S. Feed dealer, Edgewood Feed Mill. Best of luck to the area athletes and coaching staff from everyone at Edgewood Feed Mill, your U.S. Feed dealer in Edgewood.
Newhouse Construction and Concrete is proud to support all our area athletes. Give Phil a call at 927-5178 for your commercial, ag, or residential projects, or visit newhouseconstruction.com. Newhouse Construction and Concrete turns design into reality.
Eastern Iowa's variety station, Mix 94.7 KMCH.
Welcome back to Edgewood Colesburg. The Field of Dreams here in Edgewood. Vikings with the late score have pulled within 8. East Buchanan 14-6 with the lead. 6:11 to go. The Vikings need to get the ball back to make this one real interesting. On the other hand, the Buccaneers, a sustained drive, and that'll be a killer for them. Now the Buccaneers have 1 timeout left. Edco has 3. And so this kick is going to be an onside kick. It goes up the middle. Kind of a squelch kick. Goes up the middle. It's going to be in the mud hole. And they pick it up. And they get it out to about the 30. Got it out to about the 37. So that one was a squibbler straight up the middle. Hoping it would bounce off of somebody like a pinball. But they actually went back to deep back. And so it's 1st and 10.
Another good decision. Kick a squib kick into the mud and see who can wallow in and get it. So East Buchanan now probably has to do a little more than try to just run clock, which is what they've done here in the second half, now that they're only 1 score ahead.
Wide out on the right side, out of the wishbone under center, the quarterback, Spencer Cook. Cook hands off to Newmaker, and Newmaker picks up maybe 2 on the play, brings up 2nd down and 8.
They are right in the mud now.
that field conditions definitely had an effect on both teams tonight.
And particularly on the left side of the field, that's where most of the action has been here in the second half.
I would like to take a few photos as the game progressed, because that mud hole has just gotten bigger and bigger and bigger.
And it's particularly wet on this side of the field where East Buchanan is, between the 30 and 40.
Hand off inside to the fullback, and then they pick up 2 on the play once again. So
it's up about a 3rd and 4 or 5.
So it is going to be 3rd down, and they're going to say good mark there. 3rd down and 2, maybe a long 3. 2's probably not going to get it to you. 3's going to give you with a little bit of change.
Well, but the ball marker is 2 yards ahead of the ball. It's across the 5-yard line.
Good point there. I see that. You're right.
It's 3rd and 5, and they keep moving the ball chain or the chain up closer to the first down.
Hand off inside of Newmaker. He's not going to go anywhere. He's right in the middle of that mud hole. There's no way you can get any traction at that spot. There's no green left. It is just mud.
4th and 1 now. Big decision for the coaching staff of East Buchanan. In the first half, they really went for the first down in place like this. Now in the fourth quarter, up 1 score, I would suspect they'll kick the ball away.
Edco down by 8. 4:25 to go. Now the Bucks will have their punters back in the greasy spot, and Edco is turning a deep man back. So let's see if we get a good traction here. She's going to step in the water. Water splashes just a little bit. Going to be kind of a shank kick. Going to take a right turn and roll dead at the 34-yard line without going out of bounds. So here we go. Edco down by 8. 4:05 to go in the contest. Vikings with all 3 timeouts. Last home game here this year. And they proved that they can move the ball here in their previous possession. So a lot of factors proving that this could be an interesting close. Double slot formation. This is that formation that Edco's moved the ball so well on. Shotgun Welch to the right of Stryker. 4-man front with the snap. Hand off to Welch off right guard tackle gap. Puts his shoulder down, runs into a tackler on the left side.
And, of course, I think at this point it goes in 4-down territory wherever they're at. They'll try to, pound it away here. Their passing game gave them a big game last time, but we'll see now if they'll rely on the running game. The quarterback run has been their best play in the second half, or if they go back to the passing game.
Double slot formation. Stryker now rolls to his right. It's going to be a pass. Throws it out down and out. It's going to be incompleted for a first down at the 45, out to the 48, a pickup of 13.
So a nice strike that time, and that time he threw the ball as the receiver was cutting. The receiver was able to come back and catch the ball. They were in the dry spot on the East Buchanan side of the field, and it gave them a first down out near midfield.
Clock starts again once the chain gang got set up, so it's 3:20 and going counting. Double slot formation at the 47-yard line. Stryker out of the shotgun. Welch to the right side. Linebacker looked like he might blitz, and he slips and falls. Blitzing linebacker guessed wrong. It's going to be a pickup of 5 off the penalty. So he clearly came up to the line of scrimmage, planted his left foot as if to step back, and that foot slipped across the line of scrimmage. So it's now 1st and 10 at the 48, or 1st and 5 at the 47. Double slot once again. Stryker now entering into the mud hole. Hand off to Welch. Welch right up the gut. Good for a first down. It's turned up. It's upside down and lands on its feet. And it's going to be a first down. Take up a 14 or so. Another nice run here at the 36. 2:54 to go. 1st and 10 at the 36. 14-6.
Plenty of time. Edco has all their timeouts left. The momentum has certainly changed in the second half.
Double slot again. Stryker out of the shotgun. Welch to his right. Steps back to pass out to the pass to the outside near the East Buchanan sideline. Good for pick up about 6. Does not stop the clock. 2nd down and 4 at the 36. Double slot formation once again out of the shotgun. This is that formation that has really spread out East Buchanan. And a quick handoff to Welch. Welch is trying to get up the outside, then cuts it up. He's got some positive yardage, but does not quite pick up the first down.
And nice decision by Wells that time to bounce it to the outside instead of trying to bounce it up into the mud where East Buchanan had defenders standing. We have a East Buchanan player on his knees in the middle of the field, so they'll attend to him.
Yeah, that buck, I believe that is James Mosserman, I believe. He took his helmet off. He's in a little bit of pain here. Well, so everybody can come right back at 2:11 to go in our contest. Edco on the march, trailing by 8, 14-6. You listen to Mix 94.7 FM KMCH.
Sode's Green Acre, located in Guttenberg, offers a fun shopping experience for the entire family. Retro candy, unique gifts and toys, gourmet foods, coffee and tea, top shelf spirits, craft beer and wine, plus a cafe with full bar service. Sode's Green Acre in Guttenberg. Find them on Facebook.
Banking is all about relationships at F&M. We know that relationships take time to build and nurture. They are based on trust, commitment, and loyalty. Relationships don't happen overnight or by chance. They are key to reaching the financial goals of the individual client. Building relationships with our clients and community are essential. F&M Bank, the right choice. Member FDIC.
Community Insurance is proud to support the Edco Vikings coaching staff and fans. For your auto, farm, business, and home insurance, Community Insurance in Edgewood. Go Vikings!
Eastern Iowa Sports Station, Mix 94.7 KMCH.
3rd and 2 at the 27 with 2:07 to go in the contest. Edco down by 8. Striker out of the shotgun with Welch as his right. Double slot. Striker's going to tuck it away and keep it and use a lead blocker still on his feet. Picks up a first down, turns it up the field, steps out of bounds, stops the clock. So a lot of good positives happen for the Vikings there.
It'll be a first down. That's the biggest positive with 1:55 to go. Ball now in the red zone down at the 17-yard line of East Buchanan.
How big was that 2-point conversion that Edco missed here? Likewise, how big are any more of these extra points that East Buchanan or Edco missed? The 1st and 10 at the 17 with 1:55 to go. Double slot ball on the near hash mark. The Vikings are out in green grass. Striker steps back, pumps to the end zone. Be a single coverage. Going to be caught in the end zone. Touchdown. The defender falls down. It is a touchdown for the Vikings. The Vikings have pulled within 2, 14-12, with 1:49 to go in the game. The defender fell down, and the ball was thrown up in the air, and plenty of time for it.
And now the 2-point conversion to see what. If we play this as the last quarter, if we play more quarters here at Edco on the 8th week of the year.
Now I saw that the defender, they brought up the point after attempt kick, but why would you do that? You're down by 2. You got to go for 2. I don't know what they're thinking there.
Kick one there.
No. Yeah, this is quite a game. Area Sports Boosters, Wow, Bi-County Disposal, Blooms, Flowers, Gifts, and more. Clayton Drug, Community Insurance, Edgewood Auto and Tire, Edgewood Feed Mill, Leonard Mueller Funeral Home, Miss Mayor's Vintage Decor, Prestige Day Spa, Silver Edge Co-op, Co-op Production Services, and Winthrop Locker. You guys have taken care of. Brought a great game here tonight, 14-12 with 1:49 to go. And this is going to be the one. Are we going to tie it up, or will East Buchanan escape? Out of the shotgun, Striker, they spread it out with a double slot. Slot man goes in motion from left to right. Now you get trips on the right side. Striker's going to tuck it away. He's going to look for the pylon. Is he in? He got it in. It's good. Guys, the block. We've got a tie ball game.
And Striker's running has certainly made the difference. The passing got him to within 2, and his run made it now an even game with 1:44 to go. Tied at 14. They had a great job of coaching by the Edco coaching staff. They changed their offense at halftime, spread it out, let Striker run the ball a little bit, and they've had some dominating offensive series here in the second half. And give credit to East Buchanan. They played it safe. They were up 2 scores. They tried to ground the ball, grind the time, did a great job of it, but all of a sudden the spike in the Edco offense was enough to propel them into a tie here with 1:44 to go.
Well, again, you're talking to Roger Ray, the athletic director for Edco. They lost 3 games by 3 plays. I mean, this team, their record does not represent how good a ball this team's been playing, and you're seeing that here. East Buchanan, currently in second place behind Wapsie Valley, has dominated a lot of teams this year. And so here we go. It's 14-14 with 1:44 to go in the fourth quarter.
And, of course, seniors on senior night tend to step up. And the Edco seniors on their last game have certainly put on a show here in the second half.
A little bit of chip shot into the mud hole, and the East Buchanan, and they do pick it up and catch it. I get a feeling that they are playing out of the mud. I think Edco is trying to keep that ball in the mud. Absolutely.
I think they're playing.
Absolutely.
I thought the receiver had his knee down when he caught the ball, but the official let him run. It resulted in about a 6-yard gain right into a mud hole.
It's been a long time since I've seen an overtime game, but 14
minutes already run to go, we'll see.
Yeah, 141. Look at the 14s on the board up there, Dan. 141, 14-14, and it's fourth quarter, and it's first one timeout left for the Buccaneers.
And we'll see if the Buccaneers go offensive or depend on the overtime.
They're going to pass it. It goes incomplete. They would have picked up the first down easily. That pass just slips out of his hands. Tender receiver there. Nowhere to go.
It was tough pass.
Max McGraw.
Yeah, over towards the Edco bench. Edco's defense now playing back a little bit. I think don't have to prevent the 10-yard run. They have to prevent the 60-yard run.
Well, with one timeout, 1:37, the Buccaneers have got to go to the sidelines if they want to try to get this game over in regulation. Handoff inside, and they spurts through and tackled at about an 8-yard right. That was a Nunemaker with the run, and they pick up about 8 on the play, third down and 2, 1:25 and counting. So the clock will continue to run here.
And neither team wanting to take a timeout. If you can, we'll wait and see if they get the first down, and Edco will wait and see if they can prevent this 3rd and 2 from being converted to a first down.
Wide out the right side, out of the tight power eye, hand off to the tailback. Sue picks up the first down. That will stop the clock for the Buccaneers. Ball at the 48-yard line, just 2 yards shy of the 50. So 1:03 to go now. 63 seconds to go in regulation. 14-14 our score.
And now with the first down, we'll see what the mindset is of East Buchanan if they'll come out throwing. Part of the problem is they're right in the middle of the mud again to start anything.
Trips on the left side, single coverage on the right side. Man, that could have been a touchdown. That pass is overthrown. Intended receiver there. Single Jake that 6'3" receiver has hurt the Vikings tonight. And that was single coverage. They had trips on the left side, or had single coverage on the right side. And running side by side with him was probably one of Edco's better defenders in Preston Rochford. But Ole's got some height on him. Rochford at 5'11", Ole is 6'3".
Cook had to hurry the throw, though. Good defensive rush that time by the Edco front. And if Cook would have waited a second or two, he would have been sacked.
Same formation again. Trips on the left side now. Slant man across the middle falls incomplete. So the trips man on the left side, the inner man on that trips, came across the middle on a slant about 15 yards out. Stops the clock with 45 seconds to go. 14-14.
And the ball out by midfield. Actually, it's on midfield.
So it's we've got actually the ball was misplaced up a little bit. Now they get it back. It's hard to see the lines there, but now there's a.
You don't have lines. It's hard to put it on the line.
But you got water standing back at the back about 15 yards back, and now you got the other mud hole right here at midfield.
Good rush this time by McCoker Valley. They have to run in the grass.
And they take him down. There's no fumble on play. Ball can't. Edco is gonna get fumble or not?
No, they're gonna say it was down on contact.
But Edco does take a timeout here. It's fourth down. 34 seconds to go. Edco takes the timeout. Edco has one timeout left. 34 seconds to go. It's fourth down and 11 for East Buchanan. So a great pursuit there by the Edgewood-Colesburg Vikings. That was a gang team tackle. At least 3 players had an effect on that pass rush there. And again, quarterback under center has to step out of that mud hole where there's a lot of water and a lot of slippage. And that you just don't have field position to be as flexible and as agile as you want to be.
And it looks like the punt will come just to the near side of the big mud hole out on the field. And the punter is just covered with mud. He's not only their punter. Most guys that are just punters be covered with mud.
And so here we go. This one's shanked to the right side. Not going to go very far. It's tough. It's tough to step because you got that foot that's going to slide in that mud. And then so the ball's going to be kicked down to the 29-yard line.
I don't know if they give all confidence to long snappers, but I think the East Buchanan punter or long snapper deserves our award. He's flipping the ball back there pretty quick.
He is stellar. Yes, it's coming on a rope. I just haven't seen this long snapper, that kind of velocity. Double slot formation here. This is Edco's, how he scored 2 touchdowns out of it 26 seconds to go. Double slot out of the shotgun. Striker tucks it away, and he's going to get sacked, and he's going to get taken back. Not a sack, but a good rush there by Taylor Fox, 6'3", 252. The striker had his head down, and Fox bear hugged him and then drove him back along with the left end over there, defensive end.
Overtime we're headed to here at Edgewood, a great ball game in Week 8.
And that is the end of the fourth quarter. We will get set for overtime. Both teams will have a chance to score. 14-14 our score. We'll take a break and come back in a minute. You're listening to Mix 94.7 FM KMCH.
Just like you take pride in your vehicle, we take pride in the service work we provide. This is John from Georgian Auto in Manchester. Whether it's routine maintenance or major repairs, we'll take care of your car and get it back on the road. Georgian Auto in Manchester, where complete automotive service and repair is our complete focus.
Winthrop Locker does all custom and specialty processing and third-party labeling. Stop in at Winthrop Locker for a large selection of quality beef, pork, and lamb right in small-town Winthrop. Their butchers will cut your meat to order. Whether you need 1 steak or 50, they can accommodate your needs. For more information, visit their website at winthroplocker.com.
For all your general contracting needs, turn to the professionals at Lucky Building Service in Manchester. For commercial, remodeling, and building and new home construction, call the experts, Lucky Building Service in Manchester, 563-927-5677.
You may not wear glasses or contacts, but how do you know if you're seeing your best or if your eyes are healthy? Why not be proactive and get your eyes examined? Dr. Daniel E. Mersch and his professional staff at Manchester Family Vision can help. Call 563-927-3682 to schedule an appointment. Manchester Family Vision Center wishes all the local sports teams best of luck this season. Manchester Family Vision Center on West Main, where clear vision begins with healthy eyes. Blooms Flowers Gifts and More offers a variety of beautiful fresh flowers and many gift lines. Call, email, or stop in for all of life's celebrations. See Blooms Flowers Gifts and More in Edgewood. Go Vikings!
Contact me, Chad Frazier, at BC Land Services in Earlville for all your maintenance projects such as tree removal and trimming, small dirt work projects, lawn seeding, and more. BC Land Services is fully insured and licensed. Contact me at 563-590-8074 or on Facebook. And best of luck to all area athletes and coaches.
Hello, everybody. This is Gary Dolphin, voice of the Iowa Hawkeyes. You're listening to the High School Area Game of the Week on Mix 94.7 KMCH.
Welcome back to Edgewood's Field of Dreams here. Score 14-14 at the end of regulation. Both teams have 4 captains out there. It's going to be important about the flip here, Dan. Would you think you'd want to take the ball first or second?
I'd want to play defense first. I want to see what the other team does. I think just for the fun of it, since we're in Week 8, instead of going from the 10-yard line in, let's mark it out at about the 30-yard line on the left side of the field. We'll play in the mud hole and see if we can go 10 yards in the mud. That's what the game's theme has been. We might as well finish it that way. It's hard to tell from each other out on the field. Both uniform jerseys are dark. You can only tell the difference because of the helmet.
And so the official actually had to flip the coin twice. Apparently, the first time, the thick mud down there, there was no call.
They'll find it next spring, huh?
Yeah. So they did. He had to flip it again here, but I believe that Edco will be on the defense first, and we're going to be going to the east end zone.
Well, it'll be a nice area. Not much action down there tonight, and it's pretty dry.
And it is by far the better-looking part of the field. The rest of it is pretty much black. It's even down to the goal line. From the goal line out to about the down to about the 25 to 20-yard line. From hash mark to hash mark, it's muddy and it's wet. Now, what you got here, these 10 yards, it's prime real estate. This is where you'd want to build your house. It's looks like it's out of the floodplain. Grass is thick and luscious. It's good. Here we go. Vikings, East Buchanan, under center, out of the power eye, hand off left side to Newmaker, and he gets down about the 5, so it's second down.
And just straight ahead forward, overtime somewhat favors East Buchanan. They like to run up the middle. The success of Edco here in the second half has been to spread the offense wide, and that's hard to do when you only have 10 yards to work with.
First down and 6 to go here for East Buchanan. Wide up the right side, out of the power end inside. Hand off, second man through Newmaker, and he's fighting his way forward. And he cut that distance in half. I'm going to guess it's going to end up being about third down and about 5.
And given that nobody's wanted to go for the extra point kicking-wise, I would think everything's in 3-down territory or 4-down territory at this point.
Third and 5 at the 5. Clock is there's no clock in this. There's no time. There's no time experience. It is going to go till somebody wins. Wide up the right side, hand off the right guard tackle gap. Newmaker gets stood up after picking up about 3.
And a really good defensive effort that time by the left side of the Edco line.
This is something different for these guys now. You're playing out in the real grass. It's probably feels pretty good. Ball inside the 5. So this is it, 4th and 5, and timeout East Buchanan. So the Buccaneers are currently in second place in the league, and
Wapsie Valley was winning easy tonight. They had 35-0 at the half.
Now, East Buchanan is 6-1. Alburnett is 5-2. Lisbon's 5-2. Northland 4-3. Edco 2-4. Postville 1-6, and Straumann 0-6. And East Buchanan does have wins over Alburnett and Lisbon. So they do have head-to-head over those two teams if they were be unfortunate to lose this one, but you still want to keep the momentum going and win it nonetheless. And so here we go, 4th down and 5 to go. Ball inside the 5-yard line, so it's going to be less than 5, gets you touchdown. So ball between the hash marks, wide up the right side, out of the power end, inside of the right side, under center, the quarterback. Spencer Cook, motion by the slide, goes left to right, and the slant pass is going to be good. Touchdown. The left end on a slant pass, quicker pop pass, and that was simple. Nice job by the Buccaneers. Excellent execution.
And a good call. Everybody was expecting a run or some kind of option, and they throw a quick pass over the middle, and East Buchanan pulls ahead. It'll be interesting to see if they go for 2 here.
And then they play a few times at midfield, but that was wide open that time. Yeah, they did step in front of that slant. And that slant, if you don't step in front of him right away, he's going to slant in front of you, and that's what he did. So here we go. They're going to go for 2-point conversion. It's 20-14.
And this is why you want to be on defense first. If they make it, you know you have to go for 2.
Hand off inside, and he's not going to make it. So,
and now Edco can kick the extra point if they score a touchdown.
And they are capable of kicking point-after attempts. But they've got to score first. So now it's the Vikings' turn. It's 20-14 in overtime, our first overtime. And so the Vikings will take a timeout. With that, we'll take a break, too. You're listening to Mix 94.7 FM, KMCH.
Edgewood Auto and Tire has a mobile tire truck available 24 hours a day for all of your ag, auto, OTR, and semi-tires. Edgewood Auto and Tire. Good luck to the Edco team, coaching staff, and fans. Go Vikings!
Since 1995, Edgewood Feed Mill Construction has provided customers with a quality, pre-engineered building package for their swine facility needs. Edgewood Feed Mill Construction is a general contractor and will assist you with the construction of your livestock facility, start to finish. For more information on Edgewood Feed Mill Construction, contact Steve Harris at 563-920-7835.
Eastern Iowa's Variety Station, Mix 94.7 KMCH.
Welcome back. Here we go. It's overtime. Edco's turn. East Buchanan scored first, 20-14. And, you know, it's funny how overtimes probably don't happen that often. The young guys, the clean jerseys on the Edco sideline, the young JV guys, they actually headed off to the other end zone waiting, heading down to the other side. It's like, no, all the action stays here. So here we go. Edco's turn, trailing by 6. The double slot formation. Striker out of the shotgun with Welch to his right. And they're going to be a handoff to Welch off left guard tackle. Gaps clips. He rolls down to the 5. And wow, that was a great run. A lot of second effort there. He goes into that crowd of defensive linemen and does a 360 spin and fights his way down close to the 5. Second down and 4. Ball's inside the 5.
Walsh has run hard here in the second half.
Double slot once again. Striker out of the shotgun. Walsh to his right. Second and 4. Edco has to score to keep the game going. Ross bounces to the left side, gets tagged up in the back. Great penetration there.
Lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage. Might have lost a yard.
I believe that dirty jersey might be 23. I can't tell for 3. Maybe it's Newton. No, it wasn't Nunemaker. Hard to say. I can't see. One of the Bucks got in there, grabbed an ankle, and that really slowed him up. So it's third down and 7. Double slot formation here. Striker with Welch to his right. Vikings, a little bit of a low snap. Striker pumps once, passed away, goes into the end zone. So this is it. Here we go. 4th down. 4th and 7 for the Vikings. They've got to score on this one, and the Vikings will take a final timeout.
Killing Walsh, 71 carries for 323 yards coming into the game. He has just run very hard here in the second half, playing his last game. The senior has, along with Striker, been the offense in the second half. The quick running of Walsh or the quarterback draws of Striker, both of them have been successful. Now they're in a little different situation. 4th and 7, you have a limited access on the field to work with. So we'll see what play they come up with. The tip pass on the last play, the receiver was open. If they could have gotten it around the outstretched hands, would have led to a tie game. I want to see Edco score here. I'm not really for one team or another. I just want to see if they go for 1 or 2 points on the extra point when it's there's been a lot of pressure on a high school kid, we're not letting you kick extra points all but now we're in the overtime. Go ahead.
Go for it, huh? Yeah. Here we go. So it's 4th down and 7. 20-14, this is their first overtime. East Buchanan got her done right away. Kept it on the run, and then that play, the slant pass with the completion. So here we go. Edco sets up that double slot formation, spreading out the field. Out of the shotgun again, Striker back about 4 yards. Ross to his right. A little bit of a low snap. Striker rolls to the right. Pumps once into the end zone. And is batted away, and that's it. East Buchanan comes away with a hard-fought victory. And that is it. Edco nearly pulls off the huge upset. And the Buccaneers come away with that one overtime win, 20-14. Dan, what a great ball game for both teams.
Great ball game. East Buchanan, ranked number 10, will hold the ranking. They'll have a chance to, well, they probably did clinch the playoff and all that.
Now they did, more than likely, yeah.
But, you look at the overtime, and you have to have some rules in overtime. They got to play something, but the overtime rules really favor East Buchanan. East Buchanan, a tough inside ground game. The way Edco came back as they spread the field all over the place and ran either up the middle or through pass. And you don't have that opportunity when you're on 10. But that's the rules, and that's how you play Edco. Nothing to hang their hat on. What a great effort to come back in the second half. It unfortunately continues a theme they've kind of had this year of just being short. Always right. This will be the 4th time that's happened.
It's crazy.
I tell you what, though, if the East Buchanan kids, it wouldn't be hard to figure out who played and who didn't.
You got white uniforms and you've got mud uniforms. This field is it's a beautiful field, but you look at it now and it's like it is so muddy. It's crazy, and it's probably a really good thing that this is their last home game, because next week it would be caked with just mud. And I know they don't practice on it, but look at that mud standing in midfield now. That's crazy. Dan, it's been a pleasure. It's a lot of fun doing the game with you, and
another good game, another good weekend.
That's right.
A lot of sports on KMCH. No Iowa Hawkeyes this weekend, but they'll be back in action next weekend. Your coach's show tomorrow will be KMCH Sports Saturday.
Yeah, talking to these area coaches, I love doing that. These guys have it. They love the guys they work with that are committed to their programs. Every one of them. It's fun to do, and it'd be interesting to get that first call at 6:30 tomorrow morning. So for Dan McLean, this is Kevin Shugman. This has been KMCH Area Game of the Week with Edgewood, Colesburg, and East Buchanan. Thanks for listening. Good night, everybody. You're listening to Mix 94.7 FM, KMCH.
The Area Online and Playback High School Football Game of the Week has been brought to you by the KMCH Sports Boosters. Sports Director of KMCH is John Swisher. Station Owner, Jim Koloff. Station Manager, Jackie Coates. Program Director, Mike Johnson. Sales Coordinator, Rhonda Menson. For more information about KMCH Sports, check out our website at kmch.com or email John at sports@kmch.com. This has been a local sports presentation of Delaware County Broadcasting. KMCH Radio, Manchester, Iowa.